Howdy, everybody. I'm gonna be another minute or two. James is just getting his computer started up, but we should be ready to go in a little bit. James is gonna be the one playing mainly today. I plan on mostly commentating unless something wildly changes. But yeah, we'll get started in a minute here. Just hang tight for a sec. Oh, I hear James. Oh, it's okay. Nobody can hear you, James. You're good. All right. Just a moment. I'm okay. How about you, man?
I'm hanging in there. It's, yeah, I'm a little slow for the moment because I just woke up.
Oh, you're good, man. You're good. Don't worry about it. Honestly, I don't like blame anybody for anything anymore. I'm just like, look, just wake up and wake up at some point during the day and like you're good. If you woke up today, you're doing good, man.
Yeah, yeah. It's but no, it's I'm in the new apartment. I don't know if I told you, but Share and I moved into an apartment together, so that's nice.
Oh, congrats. No, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, yeah.
Very nice, man. How's that working out for y'all?
It's great so far.
Sweet.
Yeah, yeah. We moved in November, so
Nice. Hey, you know what? You're in there. How was uh how was your holidays?
that was pretty simple. Not too much happened. I was Shira and I did Christmas in my parents' driveway, sitting around a fire pit. Uh,
Hey, you know what? That's a good time.
it was a good time. Yeah,
That's
pretty low.
awesome.
Um, New Year's was just we sat on the couch with the cat, drank rosé, ate dinner. It
There you go.
was. How about you?
Uh, Overall pretty quiet. Christmas Eve I watched Jim Carrey's The Grinch, and then New Year's or Christmas Day I watched Jim Carrey's The Grinch again with my family because I just went, hey, let's watch something, and nobody could decide on anything. I was like, you know what, fuck it, we're watching this again. So if nobody's gonna make a decision, I'm gonna make the decision.
For with Jim Carrey's The Grinch.
Yeah, here's the decision. The decision is we're watching The Grinch again. Everybody got confused. It was a good time. New Year's was what did I do on New Year's? I honestly wasn't feeling that great. My parents went over to the neighbor's house and had a little
Yeah.
mini party, and then I just was like, all right, let me sit in Discord for a little bit. And then I hopped out for a minute, and I came back in right around New Year's, and they were watching the Sonic 06 fan dub, the Snapcube one.
Okay.
No, it's just like, oh no. So I walk in and the first thing I hear is, "This is my gamer chair." I'm like, fucking perfect. A good way to ring in the new year.
Amazing. Incredible.
I'm like, what am I doing here again? Why do I hang with these people? I'm trying to. I don't even remember. This is how little I actually use like the Twitch UI. I'm trying to remember where I actually look at like how many subscriber points I have. I guess that'd be an affiliate, I think. There we go. Okay. Let me reset the total for the month because this tends to get messed up a lot. Stream elements overlay. It also took me forever to remember how to do this. Like how to reset this so it would just like look really weird for a while. Like it'd be like, hey, you have 33 out of 35 subscriber points. I'm like, no, dude, that's not right. That's not the right number. I'm sorry.
That's incorrect.
Yeah, I'm sorry. We'll fix it in a minute. All right, so let me see here. I'm just looking through streamer bullshit. The one thing I started doing, I didn't make like any New Year's resolutions, but I guess the one thing that I have been doing is attempting to get like more into streaming. And not just like as a like, hey, I'm doing this every day thing. Like, hey, I want to get involved in communities. I want to go meet like people and like other people who are streaming and like network and
active on it.
Yeah. And so I've been trying to figure that out. I also figured out that the store near me carries Coca-Cola made with, or not Coca-Cola, fucking Pepsi-Cola, aka the Pepsi with actual sugar in it.
Oh, the like classic style.
Yeah, the classic ones. Dude, I am a sucker. And also, I don't know what it is about actual Pepsi, like regular Pepsi, but like if I drink like more than approximately a can, I get like shaky real fast and then nervous. I'm like, do I have a heart condition or something? I don't know what's going on, but that's what's happening.
I'm glad you mentioned that actually because I was about to grab one of my White Monster Boomer juices.
Oh no.
That opened, and then that reminded me. I was like, wait a minute. I the last few days on my way to work, I go into work at 2, so I wake up at like noon,
Sure.
bed, slowly take a shower, and then leave for work. And
Yeah.
like, right before I leave, I crack open a Monster and I use that to take my medication. And that line of thinking reminded me that I hadn't taken my meds yet today. So I'm going to do like
Hey, look. You know what? We succeeded in stream today. I helped James remember his meds. I did something good today. Let me fix the mic, or not the mic, the camera a little bit. So anyway, how y'all doing? We're getting ready here. I hope everybody in chat had a wonderful evening. If anybody was around yesterday evening, thank you for sticking around. It was a good time. I enjoyed myself. I hope you all did. I'm gonna look through a couple things here while we're getting set up. Just make sure I'm not missing anything. Let me see.
All right, this is what happens when you don't have an actual setup and you play on a wobbly desk with a fucking folding chair.
Welcome to apartment living.
I have a nice mouse. I have a nice mouse pad and stuff, and my laptop is functional if nothing else. And then it's
Right.
a wobbly old desk because we have mine is this like real. The one that I brought here was like this really nice like IKEA. Technically it's like a short dinner table, but we use it as and then the other one is the one that Shira had, and I gave her my nice one because I'm not taking classes right now, but Shira's in nursing school, so
Yeah.
like it's a good place to get her work done, and I just have this wiggly thing.
Yeah, no, I feel that one hard, man.
Yeah. Anyway,
You you're getting kind of quiet whenever I start talking.
hmm?
Are you still putting stuff through speakers by accident?
Oh. I don't think so. I have been kind of. It might be my headset. Is here? Hold on. Is that any better?
Start talking.
Hello. Check
E-
3.
okay, so that's a little bit funky still, but do you have that like noise suppression on through Discord?
Uh, that's a good question that I
Dis-
probably know the answer to.
so like in Discord and voice
Settings
and
and
video, yeah, settings, voice
yeah,
and
voice and
video.
video.
Um, there's like crisp noise suppression, which you may or may not need. I don't know how noisy your apartment is, but it's probably not that bad.
It's not.
Yeah, maybe just check that off. There's
Mike. I'm gonna go ahead and not have noise suppression on.
no noise suppression, no echo cancellation, no noise reduction. Those are further down.
Oh, echo cancellation and noise reduction. There we go. Is this
The
any better?
I think so.
Okay.
Like I can hear a little bit more of the background noise, but it's not actually that big of a deal.
hmm I'll leave the audio settings page open so I can mess with that if I need.
Sure. Yeah, we're just
Mm.
getting set up here. Yeah, let me swap back to the getting set up screen.
Don't mind me
Yeah.
smacking the microphone with my hand as I try to take my medication.
It's all good. I would do it, but also that would make a lot louder sound because this is a compressor mic. It's not I swear to fuck, every time I have Luke over, and it's not like Luke's fault, he'll just like start like idly doing shit while we're talking, and he'll like adjust his seat, and every time we have that little like table, that little like fold out table that I have, we'll have the microphone on it, and he'll fucking kick it every time. He'll fucking kick it, or he'll like slap the table in an effort to make a funny joke like visually, and it'll just make a ton of noise, and you just hear. I'm like, dude, you can't go doing that. We got headphones. We got people with headphones on in here.
You love to see it.
He like did it 3 or 4 times when we were playing One Step from Eden last night. He wasn't even playing. I was the one playing. That was the stupidest thing. Let me see if I can throw some music on in the background while we're getting set up here.
All right. So you haven't played this game, you said?
No, I know like basically nothing about it in particular.
Okay. So
I watched the trailer.
okay.
That's it.
Would you like some background or like just sort of like would you like a primer on a medieval?
Sure, go for it.
So this game is made by the wonderful folks over at New Blood Entertainment.
Yes.
Self-described meme cult and boomer shooter friends of ours.
Yeah, I've been following them for a while. Actually, they're chill.
They're a fun studio. Yeah. It's just, to the point that someone called them a meme cult, I think in a YouTube comment, and
They just agreed.
producers was like, all right, I am going to send $69 to whichever Twitter submission for a meme cult t-shirt for us to sell. So, and the one that won actually turned out to be pretty good. It was actually pretty cool. It was one of the like chainsaw cultists from Dusk, which is one of the other games that they've made. It's just absolutely incredible. But so in Medieval, this is a first-person shooter, you know, classic retro style, whatever you want to call it. I like the phrase boomer shooter just because it rolls off the tongue nicely.
Yeah, absolutely.
It plays a lot like it's in terms of the way it feels, it's very similarly to Quake in some ways. In terms of sort of like the style and the setting, you could say it's more inspired by like Heretic and Hexen, you know, because it's a first person shooter, but all of the weapons are like blades and swords and axes.
Okay.
and this game is just really fun. It's also really pretty. Um, I am not a particularly computer literate person or a person who's good at like, optimizing settings and whatnot, but this game artistically it's incredible.
Sure.
It's a retro style game, so a lot of the textures are a little bit lower res and stuff, but artistically this game is gorgeous. The lighting is mind blowing. Um, and just design wise, like the color palettes are really good. It's hard to do it justice just by sort of like talking about it, but it's a really pretty game, and
Yeah.
like fucking ray tracing and whatever else you want on it and make it.
Yeah, I was looking. I was like, I had a brain fart while I was doing Twitter stuff, and I started like, I was like, who the hell made a medieval? And I just typed in at a medieval for whatever reason, and the first thing that came up was a dude who just said, whose name on Twitter was just a medieval RTX on or some shit.
That's
Yeah.
the studio.
Mm-hmm. I was just like,
RTX on is their display name.
I was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Because like I saw the game, I was like, that sounds fucking great.
Yeah.
It sounds amazing.
Yeah, it's the studio, Indefatigable. That is their display name on Twitter, is a medieval RTX on, and yeah, it's yeah. So if I may ask, I don't mean to pry, but what are we waiting for?
Nothing in particular. What are we doing?
Oh, okay.
What was the plan here? The plan, I thought the plan was you were gonna play.
Oh, I'm gonna play.
I thought you were gonna play. I can go get it. I didn't have it downloaded, but we can
is
do
the
that.
play? Oh.
Would you like to showcase or would you like me to showcase? Because I don't know the fucking game.
Okay, I don't know. What do I do? How do I?
If you think you can handle fucking streaming on Discord, I can just roll it through there. Or like,
Okay, let's give that a shot.
because the alternative I was gonna say was, or we get Parsec running and then we can both try and control it at the same time, and that'd be funny.
Oh Jesus. Oh Jesus. That's something I am not against that. I think I think you're onto something there.
I love. I almost did that with a friend of mine. I was like, let's just do Dark Souls 3, but we both have controllers plugged in and we're both trying to control the game. And it didn't quite work because of the way Parsec works, unfortunately.
Yeah. So I can only stream at 720p.
That's fine, dude. I'm only streaming at 720p.
All right. I'm not gonna be able to do this. We're not gonna be able to do this game justice, but this is fine. I was playing this I started another playthrough of a medieval on hard. But I started like last week, and I was playing a little bit more of it last night.
Okay.
So I don't know how well this is gonna be able to show up, if the frame rate's decent or.
We'll give it a second. We'll see what's happening. If it doesn't work out too well, then maybe I'll go buy it, I guess, and get it set up really quick, just in case stuff goes awry.
Pick it up and start installing it. So, I guess I'll get it started. So this is a medieval. This is a really really good game.
This is really, even this is just like really well done. They got like a professional artist to go through this and like color grade this. I feel
yeah,
like
absolutely.
like even just the title screen. Okay. It came from the age beyond the ages. I'm not reading it.
So this is one of the games that kind of follows the John Carmack school of story in video games.
Yes.
I'm sure, a young John Carmack said, story in a video game is like story in a porn. People expect it to be there, but you don't really pay attention to it.
Right. I love that. If you don't know where that comes from, by the way, that's a really funny story. At least, like, I don't know if it's the actual story, but the rumors are that a lot of porn, it was like you couldn't actually sell porn, but you could sell things with shitty plots with pornographic material in it.
Yes, so it was kind of a workaround.
Yeah, it was just a workaround. So like video games are just like porn, is what we're saying.
Exactly, 100%.
I
And if well, and if you grew up in our generation with Newgrounds and stuff, the overlap was greater than you might expect.
yeah, 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 a little bit. I never was big into it when it was around, but like, there was definitely a
Rest
couple
in peace,
years like,
Flash player.
hey, Newgrounds made their own Flash player.
Did
Newgrounds
they?
did make they made their own Flash player. You can still go play Flash games on Newgrounds. They just swapped over to their own thing. I will say the bitrate's looking kind of chunky here, so I'm gonna let this install and we'll just roll from
Yeah.
there. But by all means, go ahead and start talking.
Okay, so again, since we're showing this through Discord stream right now, you're not really getting a great sample of it. But this game is fucking beautiful. This game, it looks so good. It's so pretty.
I'm really loving how this looks right now because you're saying it's so pretty, and as you keep walking, the bitrate keeps decreasing. It's really funny.
Actually,
Like, look up at the sun. Look up at the sun.
yeah.
This sun is just like, it's not even a circle. It's just like pixelated squares in some cases. I'll have to show you the recording after this.
So
It's really funny.
I'll check out the stream bot or something. But oh, also I should probably let me go to the options. Since I'm left-handed, I like to do that.
Left-handed weapons.
I keep left-handed weapons on. I do that in TF2 as well.
See,
And that's
that's a really
it's a
cool option.
little yeah, it's a little thing that's well in a medieval so it actually, you know what? When if we start streaming this game from your perspective, we can talk about it more then. But so if you've ever played the original Quake, this isn't really like the first level. This is where you select the difficulty,
Okay.
medium, easy, and
And
hard.
ouchie.
So well. There's evil difficulty where you have to do I believe it's hidden under the hard difficulty or something. I honestly don't know and I don't really care because it's punishingly difficult and I don't really want to fuck with it right
I
now.
was gonna
You do a
say,
little bit of
like,
platforming to prove that you're not a shitter.
yeah, yeah. You can actually like play the game some at least see like I
Yeah,
appreciate that from a game
exactly.
design perspective.
Yeah, like the medium difficulty, you have to crouch jump to get through something. This you just have to do a little bit of timed. And I keep always run on, obviously, because this is fine, but like I want to move this fast.
Right, 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 right. Yeah, all right, so we're almost done downloading here. But Mike, yeah, James, we didn't know what we were doing there. We were like
Yeah.
we we were just like we thought different things. I was like, "Oh, James will be streaming it. It just it ain't going to work. It's fine. We'll just stream it on my end."
And actually, if you want to do, if you want to stream any other New Blood games like Dusk or maybe Ultra Kill, I can set up something to stream myself a little better.
Okay.
God, I really wish that the Discord stream had a good bitrate, but you're probably gonna see this yourself anyway. This is, oh, they did such a good job visually with everything in this game.
Oh Lord, I don't even have to like see that much of it. Just like looking at it as it is. Like
So this
that
is
looks
World
really good.
One. So we're in the Astral Equinox. This is World One. I'm gonna jump down here and I'm gonna get an early secret. There's a secret
Okay.
at the very beginning of the game.
I like
Gives
secrets.
you, um, it gives you. Oh, there's no like you can breathe underwater in a medieval. You have full, easy 360 motion. Not only can I just like go towards the crosshairs, but you can also like go up and down with jump and crouch,
Oh,
which
that's
is
sick.
it's just a little bit of movement control that is really nice. So this is the Whisper's Edge.
All right.
This is the weapon that occupies three on your keyboard, and it fires out these little
Oh,
beams.
it's the beam sword. It's a master
It's like
sword.
it's your shotgun.
Sure.
I'm gonna use this for now, and I'm taking a ton of damage because I suck at video games.
Me
You might
too.
also see at the top of the screen, I picked up soul. You pick up souls that your enemies drop.
Okay.
This is mana, which is your
All right.
ammo. You have four types of mana. Blue and green are the main types. Orange is for one weapon, which is basically your rocket launcher. And oh my god, I'm so bad at video games.
Don't mind
Jesus.
James just like eating everything there. Yeah, nice sword.
Literally
Mike
eating everything.
Mike asks what's this game about, and I'm gonna say I have the game set up and loaded now. So if we want to swap
Oh,
over
you
to my
do?
stream, yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. So give me just a second, y'all. Properties, medieval. Gonna screen capture properly, maybe? Maybe? Maybe.
Well, that doesn't look too terrible.
Ow. Okay, first things first. Volume's going down.
Wow, now that I'm seeing the stream myself, it doesn't look too terrible.
No, it's not too bad. It was just the beginning, I guess, because of all the, like, light. I don't know if there was a ton of bloom or anything, but it was really just, like... It looked really weird. Okay, I don't know why it isn't... We're just gonna do, I guess, a display capture then. That's fine, I think. That should work. I'm gonna move the microphone, though, because I'm gonna try and play, like, a true boomer shooter with actual mouse and keyboard. But my keyboard is very clicky.
Well, if you want to go max boomer with it, you have to disable mouse look.
Oh, that's true. You're right.
Like you're playing Doom or
Doom 1. Yeah.
Duke Nukem 3D. We go in Wolfenstein in this bitch.
I still have Duke Nukem Forever. I could try and slog through that at some point. The game is so bad.
Oh, Duke Nukem Forever. That's a game that is...
I feel so bad about that. It's bad when the best part of the game is the fact that you can piss in the toilet.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mean that, like, that's one of the big things about Duke Nukem, I know, but it still feels bad.
It's yes, that is bad, especially because Postal 2 did it better.
That's the sad part, yeah. Also, I'm
I'm
legally not allowed to show Postal 2 on stream, unfortunately.
No, that's a game that I don't recommend streaming.
I would play it once, but that's it.
Postal's an interesting game, and I think there's a lot of fun to be had with it, especially if you, I don't know. Anyway, so go ahead and get started on that main campaign.
Yep, we're getting there.
And the thing that, so you may have noticed, even though I had picked up a weapon, I was still trying to use the axe, was because it is as with that being like the first time that I've tried like commentating over what I'm doing while playing a game. Wow, that is hard.
It is hard, my dude.
People will talk about like how hard it is to commentate while you play a video game. Wow, I underestimated just how hard it was.
Dude, imagine fighting games. Imagine trying to commentate fighting games. It's abysmal. It's abysmal. I've done it before. It's so hard.
Duke Nukem achievement involving poop. Does that have to do with like when it makes you hold a turd at the very beginning of the game?
I think it
like
does.
Half-Life 2 Episode 2, where you have to carry it, like where you have to carry the gnome through the entire game and then launch it into space.
God, I forgot about that.
But with
just goodbye. This is we're gonna do medium, I think. Just so I don't hurt myself. Because I'm not very good at boomer shooters.
Oh yeah, that's valid. No, that's valid. So, and also one thing, this is one of those games where there's no like autosave, or it does autosave, but like only between levels and stuff. There's no checkpoints really. So if you want to save mid-level, you have to manually save.
Wow, this is a bit backhanded. I'm just looking at the I jumped down the medium path pit. Which says perhaps this is not your destined path.
Yeah.
I like that a lot because the game's just like, are you sure about that one? Also, this sound. Oh my god, this sound.
Difficulty. Yeah, the sound design in this game.
No. It reminds me of that the Berserk like clang sound effect that I always go on about. The fucking when you like slam it into the wall.
Yeah. Yeah, so that is actually one of the points I wanted to talk to you about the I was thinking I wanted to use as a segue when talking about the axe. So the axe is your starting melee weapon, and you pick up other weapons very quickly. But please don't sleep on the axe. That sound, you like how meaty and heavy that sound is. It hits twice as hard as it sounds.
That's honestly like the goal is now I'm just gonna be doing that for like the whole run.
Well, the axe does enormous damage, but actually go ahead and pause it and open the codex.
Okay. Codex, weapons.
And go weapons at read the description of the axe.
A weapon, Axe of the Black Labyrinth, a weapon created by the old gods themselves that has belonged to many great warriors and heroes. It senses evil and at a short distance will pull anything that it hates towards it. Also key to traversing dimensions, if its full powers are unknown, it always returns to the Black Labyrinth once the wielder is dead. Okay.
So there was one important sentence in that.
Pull.
Yes, it's when you swing it, it briefly activates like a kind of a magnetic effect that pulls enemies towards it.
Okay.
And any like weaker enemies just get annihilated by this thing. It's great.
Awesome. Sounds good to me.
It's a very quickly replaced starting melee weapon, but like you can pull it out in any situation. It's
See that?
so great.
I can respect that. Yeah, no, this game actually, like, I really like how it looks. This is really, like, well, even just, like, this area, I'm just, like, looking at the textures and everything, and this just, like, perfectly hits that, like, the boomer shooter aesthetic, I guess is the best way to put it. Like,
oh, yeah.
I think it hits it really well. It's,
Man, you're taking damage in the hub world.
I know. I'm just walking into the fucking fire. This is what happens when I start fucking around.
No, it's
press tab for portal locations. Oh, okay.
Oh, and also the weapon models on screen are not actually 3D models. They're 2D sprites.
That's impressive. Yeah, no, I just noticed that looking at them. Like, you have to look at it. You have to look at it to tell.
Which is the most boomer shooter thing, you know.
That's insane.
Stuff. But like, look at the lighting on it.
I know. That's what I'm looking at. Like, they have to either simulate that or they had to go through and manually do every frame of this. I'm pretty sure it's simulated, but like, that's sick. That's really neat.
And the lighting is all like, the lighting in this game is wonderful.
Okay, that was the next question I was gonna ask. Does the portal count as a solid surface I can hit with the axe? I'm just smacking the portal and hearing the sounds.
Well, and actually, speaking of sound, that's another. So I was mentioning that the sound design for this game is really good, and that extends to feedback in combat. So
okay.
Every weapon makes distinctive sounds both when firing and when hitting enemies. There's some enemies that can occasionally, under some circumstances, reflect your shots back at you. Like in, I think it's World 3, there's an enemy with a shield.
Okay. Do I go get the secret?
Shield. What?
Do I go get the secret that you were doing earlier? Or should I just leave it?
Edge? Yeah. Sure. Go for it.
There it is.
Because otherwise you don't get anything. Otherwise you don't get anything that uses green mana until like later in the episode, and it's just useful to have.
I'm still just gonna whack everything with the axe for a little while to get it used to it.
Yeah, do it. The Whispers of Glow, think of it kind of like a shotgun, is the way some people have described it. It's like a long-range beam shotgun, kind of. If just the edge of the projectile hits something, then the projectile keeps going. So like you can cut down a horde of weaker enemies by aiming carefully. There's also some enemies that fire similar projectiles that you can like clank them in midair, and you basically like there's an enemy in this chapter that basically uses the Whisper's Edge against you, and so like the projectiles cancel each other out in midair and stuff, so you can basically like sword duel these dudes from afar, and it's neat. And so the water staff or whatever it's called, that thing, the projectiles are they're kind of homing. Which is useful.
This game looks kind of hard. Mike, this is just an old boomer shooter, man. This is just how these games are.
Yeah, it can be hard. So those red things that are flying at you, those are the Whisper's Edge projectiles, basically.
Right, I saw them.
Yeah, so like they can block your shots and you can block theirs, which is just a cool little thing. Those health pickups and stuff, those are all the health and mana pickups and soul pickups and stuff. Those are all 2D sprites as well.
Alright. Oh shit! I found the what the hell is it called? Like Soul Energizer, whatever it is.
Oh yeah, the max.
I'm using it on the fucking axe.
Yeah.
Just-
the way it spins.
yeah, it's just spinning.
Try it underwater.
Oh god, you just fly forward.
Yes.
That's beautiful.
It's like one of those things that divers use to pull themselves through, pull themselves underwater.
That's so great. That's like a, that's such like a good attention to detail. This is one of those things that I'm like, man, I love indie games. It's like, what do you even say about this other than just that's incredible? Axe goes spin, yeah, Mike.
Yeah. So every weapon is powered up in soul mode. They all do way more damage, and some of them just like shred bosses in a way that's just clearly unfair. And those are really fun. That's always really funny, going into a boss fight with like full soul mode, powering it up and just shredding their health bar in like maybe 2 seconds. Is like, wow.
Right. It's like, what am I doing?
How was I allowed to do that?
Right. It's like, this doesn't feel fair at all. This is illegal.
But at the same time.
I'm gonna go back for a sec.
Yeah,
Oh, look.
there's secrets. You can always find secrets that will give you like power-ups or like more health or ammo or new weapons.
Yeah, that's why I'm sort of looking
You can get
around.
weapons early by getting secrets and stuff. It's, you know, it's a boomer shooter. That's what they do.
Right. Yeah, it's the level design is never like super complex, but there's always a lot of like weird secrets.
Oh, the levels get very complex.
Good.
But it's also that was one thing that's said, one praise that's heaped on the original Quake is that the levels get a little bit, not necessarily labyrinthine, but they can get a little bit, you know, confusing and kind of loop back on themselves. But it's kind of hard to get lost in most levels in Quake, and I would say a medieval.
Well, because the level design, it doesn't feel like there's like, even like just so far, like everything feels unique so far. Like it doesn't feel like there's a bunch of like repeating textures and tiles and shit.
Yeah, but even when it's even like when it gets labyrinthine, there's still clearly a focus on you know, making sure it's hard to get lost or it's easy to find your way.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. There's something up there. Saw there was something. I'm just looking around.
Yeah, the Staff of the Azure Orb is great for like flying enemies, or like if there's, you know, there's something above you but you can't get direct line of sight on it, just to like, throw some water up there and
Right, it'll probably work. Oh, there's a found a secret.
nice.
I'm always big on like secret things. Yeah, I know there's a delay on the stream.
Yeah, I'm still watching on the delay, but yeah, it's. I'm wondering what secret you found, because I don't really know the secrets in chapter. I honestly don't know most of the secrets in this game. I just know the one in the the initial one. I know where. I don't think it's the. Oh.
Yeah.
You can get some soul mode. That's cool. I don't think I knew about that. I didn't think I knew about that secret.
There was.
Oh wait,
okay.
so do you have soul mode?
I don't know. Alt fire. Is that what it is?
Can you? Yeah, it's right click. Can you use the axe underwater?
Oh, I'll go do that. Let me drop back down to the water real quick.
Oh yeah, sorry.
I jumped. No, I just activated it by accident, but I want to just look at the stupid propeller motion. Oh my god. This is ridiculous. What the? That's amazing. That's worth it. That was worth just burning that for nothing.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so soul mode you can usually get pretty quickly. Or it's you can easily build up soul mode multiple times. It's really easy to, or it's pretty easy to get soul mode back. So don't. If you see a fight that looks like it might give you some trouble and you have soul mode available, don't hesitate. Don't worry about holding it. You'll probably build it up by the time you'll need it again.
Soul and fire, water and blood. Soul and fire. Fire. I'm thinking. This is a water staff. So that's not gonna work. Let me think. What's the soul fire? What's the soul activation on it? Oh god.
Wait, what? Water and
I'm just testing out the different
soul and fire. Oh.
I'm just looking at this. Also, I like this sound. You're gonna hear it in a minute.
Oh wait, I have the stream muted.
Please turn on the volume for this.
Yeah. Stream seems farther behind than usual.
My Twitch has been having a fit the past couple days. I think it's a mix of AGDQ and them doing a bunch of drop events for like Escape from Tarkov or something.
Yeah. The stream just caught up, but I just saw you activate soul mode and test. Oh, that's the sound. Yeah.
Just the repeating sound of the like clanking.
It was also really funny watching you activate soul mode, immediately bounce a Whisper's Edge projectile like back and forth in a tiny room like 10 times and just watch it like, oh, that's what that does.
Yeah. Oh, hey.
Later, Mike. You have a good day.
Take it easy, Mike.
Peace out.
Okay, we got him. Well, there's a key. That's good. Keys are good. This is back where we started.
The way that man just leaps.
He just went.
It's that was one thing that I noticed the other night was if you you can mess around if you mess around with like areas of the collision that you can jump on, you with AI, like hostile AI around. There's any friendly AI in this game.
Yeah.
With what was I saying? I completely lost my train of thought. My brain just like
You're saying something about
the Windows XP startup sound for when my brain does this.
Yeah, you remember when I did that in the fucking video?
Oh yeah. God,
1 second.
Just to prove my point, I've already made that joke.
Hey, let me 1 second.
What was I saying?
I don't know, man.
Oh my god. Hold on, wait. I'm gonna unmute the stream and I'll hear myself. Oh god damn it. Perfect timing for me to unmute the stream. I just as I unmute my stream, I hear myself think, so what was I saying?
Yes, perfect. That'll help.
I was off by like 3 seconds. Damn it.
Okay. That's that. We're back over here. Now we've got a key.
You got a key, yes.
A key. We need like 6.
So this isn't like Blood where you have like 6 different types of keys. There's gold keys and silver keys.
Okay.
At most there's 2 keys in a level, as far as I know, unless there's secrets, which I don't think there are secret keys, but anyway.
Alright, so I guess we'll go the other way.
Yeah, there's the thing, the way forward lights both left and right. There's the silver key.
Yeah.
It's
sweet. We already hit that switch.
Early in the game.
Yeah, it's not like trying to. I am probably gonna get stuck at some point on something really stupid, I'm sure.
Oh, my first playthrough of this in. So you mentioned that the level design gets pretty simple, and I said that like even when it starts to get pretty labyrinthine, it still like has a clear focus on being easy to read where you are and where you need to go.
Right.
Or at least where you haven't been yet. It doesn't hide a lot of things from you. But there are levels where you can get a bit turned around, or at least like where I'm supposed to go, and like miss a trigger. But and then also as you, without venturing into spoiler territory, as the game goes on, the level design gets like wilder and wilder, and
Good.
it's cool as hell.
The way forward lies both left and right. Alright, so I've got 2 keys. There we go. Okay. It didn't open at first because I didn't get close enough, and I was like, I don't know.
I love how you just are just powering through this first level with the axe.
It's funny.
And it's viable.
Yeah, I like steamrolling things. It's funny.
Yeah, and like even those like heavier enemies still go down in like 3 swings of the thing.
Right.
Oh.
You know, if I can get to it, I'm gonna hit it with the axe. You gotta ask him a question. Ow. Hey, there's people here.
I like how you're destroying these lanterns. There's an achievement you can get for that.
I kind of figured there was something. I was like,
There's an achievement.
Use the Whisper's Edge wisely. It may strike many foes at once. Okay. So that was probably just triggered when I picked up Whisper's Edge.
The first Whisper's Edge that's not in the secret, yeah.
Yeah. Alright. So I guess I have to probably jump down. I just want to look around some. Where is that? We've been here. Okay. I know where we are now. I was like trying to figure out where we were relative to the rest of the level.
Oh yeah. It's.
Hey Matt, how you doing, man? It's going all right. We're playing some medieval. James is helping me move my way through this game and provide some commentary. No, so far, everything's gorgeous. Like, you know, everybody's always gonna bitch about like, oh, pixel graphics aren't good. No, dude, pixel art's really, really nice sometimes.
Yeah.
I've seen so many people yell about that. I'm like, what are you talking about? You ever played Minecraft with ray tracing? Shit looks good.
Well, this is like one of the. I need to start thinking before I actually like open.
Before you speak, yeah.
Because I'm not doing that. I'm still.
You're waking up, man. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
I work long hours. But yeah, no, this game it's just so pretty, and I mentioned sort of like the environment design, the art style, and one thing that I'll kind of give away now, because you'll find it out pretty quickly. Each chapter has like 3 or 5 levels in it. I don't know how many levels each chapter has in it. Sort of that area where you took the portal into here, like that hub world where you jumped into the portal to come here. You go back into that hub world, you know, in between each chapter, obviously, and each world has both like a completely different aesthetic and a completely new set of enemies.
Okay.
So it's not just like, and it manages to all be cohesive somehow. It's crazy, but like, just so you know, like when you end up in the next world, you're going to be against a completely different set of enemies, and like the areas are going to be looking different. It's neat.
Sure. Yeah, no, that's awesome. I love seeing stuff like that. These are like the lifts when we were playing Star Wars.
Oh my god.
You remember?
Yeah, I remember.
You remember how they just killed? Remember they just killed you, and then we listened to Luke Skywalker scream for 25 seconds.
Skywalker scream for for a minute and a half.
Matt, what you got going on? Nice, you're getting shoulder surgery soon, and you got a new PC. Congrats, man. Nice. On both counts, kind of. getting the soldier surgery is nice. The fact that you have to get soldier surgery is not so nice.
But the fact that you have the fact that
The means to get it.
yes, that's always a good thing.
I didn't read what it just said. Where the fuck are we? Bastion of the Blue Moon.
Oh,
Got it.
There's more. Oh yeah, there you go. Boom, level 1 done.
I was just fucking around.
Part time, 4 minutes. Your time, 17 minutes and 8 seconds. For what it's worth, my times are usually comparable to that because I mean you know me, I'm a Metroidvania guy.
Yeah, no, same.
I rub my, ooh. This level has a secret where you can find where you can find basically like the rocket launcher type weapon. You're not supposed to get that until honestly I think like World 2, but you can get it in this level.
Okay.
I think it's this level.
Also, I purposefully set my health to a nice number. Damn it, he ruined it.
Oh, speaking of health, just while it's on my mind, the way health pickups work in this game is like it's the boomer shooter style where 100 is kind of the default max. You can go up to 200 in so there's small, medium, and large health.
Sure.
Small, medium, large, and maximum health.
Yeah.
Small health gives you like 2 or 3 points of health, but you can pick those up even when you're at 100 health, and it increases above 100.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah, medium and large health don't do that, but then there's a maximum health pickup that can put you up, that automatically puts you up to 200. Just for whatever that's worth. Very Doom, very Quake.
Right.
So you have like full mana.
I know. Blasting. I was like, I have mana now.
And you're just annihilating everything with the axe.
This is the problem that I have when I play these sorts of games. I'm like, resources, I should save those. No, dude, that's not how this game works.
Oh, this is no problem. It's no problem. You know how you're already you're still succeeding, and I think
right.
it's wonderful.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. I can just do whatever, and it's fine. It works.
Yeah. So. Yeah, mana tends to not really be much of a problem in this game.
Okay.
You tend to get pretty much as much as you need at all times. Ooh, yeah. So these rocks, you can kind of do a little bit of platforming and try and just sort of like walk around the edge of the level a little bit. I think you're going. Wait, yeah.
I know. Okay, yeah.
The edge, and I think you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
You're looking for a weapon that's you'll see it.
Found it. Definitely found it.
Claw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mana 8.
So that's your rocket launcher. It fires planets.
Got it. So like every other rocket launcher.
Yes. It pulls planets out of orbit and fires them. So,
every time we use this, we cause a calamity in some atmosphere, some solar system.
And I don't know I think falling might be an instant kill.
It probably is.
Yeah, falling out of the map is. I think it's Doom 2016, not Doom Eternal.
Oh yeah.
I don't think it teleports you back up.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense for Doom 2016.
Yeah. But yeah, so the Celestial Claw is. It's again just more proof that they just wanted to make a really fun game, and they succeeded in that regard because it's just so nice. The sound it makes.
Oh lord, yeah, I just shot it.
Huge blast damage. It's a good thing. Good thing. You don't get a lot of ammo for it until like World 2 or 3, but like once you do, it becomes a weapon that you can use as like one of your main.
How do you get down here? Yeah, I jumped down the well and the big ass dude was just sitting there.
No god.
He was at the bottom of the well in the water. I was like, where'd you come from, dude? Like, I knew there were things down here.
Wow, this stream is way behind. I just saw you shoot the Celestial Claw for the first time.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, it's normally only like 7 to 8 seconds delay. This is weird. I found a secret.
It's significant. Yes, but yes, Cosmo Touch is literally a rocket launcher, but with the spinning rocks that we call planets.
Yeah, you just shoot a planet at something. Oh, you can parry with the sword. You can parry the other dudes.
Yep.
Okay, so I found something that shoots electricity.
Ooh, the Volt Ride. That is one of my favorite weapons to power up with Soul Mode.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
And, yeah, keep that in mind. Also, another good thing to know about the Volt Ride is remember how I mentioned like audio and visual feedback when hitting enemies?
Yeah.
So with the Volt Ride, it's very clear when you have reduced an enemy's health to 0.
Do they just like disintegrate?
Well, not immediately. They
Okay.
They sort of do the like kind of a very stereotypical like, oh, those blue switches you have to bump into with your body if you didn't figure that out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would just smack at them.
It's on a delay. I saw you shooting it and was like, I don't know if he's still floundering with that 30 seconds in the future, but
Sometimes I just start slapping things, and I'm just like, let's just start trying like X number of other things I can do, and we'll see what happens.
yeah.
Okay, I will say, you know what's really pretty? The water effects. You can see the reflections on the water. God, that's pretty.
Yes. It's similar to the portals do a similar thing, but like way more. But so what I was saying about the Volt Ride, it becomes very clear when an enemy has been killed by it, but they sort of do the like lightning kind of like, you know,
They like jerk around,
shake
yeah.
a little bit, yeah, before they literally fall apart.
Good.
If there's multiple enemies around, keep shooting the one who's doing that
Oh no.
electricity shaking frozen thing.
I like this idea. I like this.
Just keep pumping lightning into them and good things happen.
I'm like trying to figure out where I should go from here. Because I'm missing a key. I don't think there's anything here. I don't think there's anything else here. I think I got the Volt Ride.
Switches.
Let me look around.
Not in like the secret area, but
Yeah. Maybe I missed it.
I just played this level too, like the other day. I think the water is a dead end.
Yeah, it seems like it. There's nothing there.
There's more down here, if I remember.
There's an arch here, but I don't have the switch to open it, so maybe that's up top.
That's probably up top.
Switches. Well, here's the staff again.
The fuck are bot points?
Oh, bot points are like channel points.
Okay.
You get them for watching the channel and like following and subscribe. You get more if you subscribe and things like that.
I don't watch Twitch streams, like
don't worry about it.
I don't use Twitch. I just watch YouTube videos and
Okay, here's a switch.
but yeah.
That was a good time.
Oh god. You're still just axing all of the light posts.
You gotta do something, you know?
Yeah. And that's the thing, like, I've only explored so much of this game. I've only gotten 100% secrets on a couple levels, so, like, I genuinely don't know what it is that can, like, what there is in this game that can, like, trigger different events.
Right.
Oh! Ooh, I just saw you use the soul mode for the Celestial Claw.
Yep.
Oh, and for the Volt Ride.
I wanted to
So the
test
Volt
them.
Ride- Yeah. So the Celestial Claw, I don't know if you noticed, when powered up in Soul Mode, it doesn't fire planets, it fires stars.
I gotcha.
Yeah. So it like the Celestial Claw is fun because if you compare the other weapon, like all the other weapons do slightly different things when powered up in Soul Mode. The Celestial Claw just does more damage and gets way bigger.
Of course it does. That's what you do.
It's like
Just-
it's no gimmick like the other weapons. It's just bigger.
Yeah. No, you don't need a gimmick though. It's a rocket launcher. Like they knew what they were doing.
Yes, exactly.
Like if you're gonna make a gimmick, you make gimmicks for everything else, and then you have one thing that's just the same, and that's
The
fine.
other gimmicks are so fun and like really like powerful and useful. And then the rest of it's just like,
Ah, there we go. Okay, I used the zap. I used big zap.
You figured you got the chain lightning going.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah, so overkilling enemies with the Volt Ride by pumping electricity into them after they've died causes chain lightning, and it's masterful and it's great for dealing with like the low level, like the
Just a ton of them.
HP. Yeah, the low level dudes who charge you in small groups.
Yeah, you just target one of them and go, all right, cool. Wait for everything to die now.
Ooh, there it is. I just caught up. That it's so satisfying. And that's coming from me, someone who's watching this, as though I wasn't doing that exact same thing for like 2 hours last night when I was
Right. You're just like, well, this is fun.
I was doing exactly that myself, and it's still fun to see it happen, like watching someone else do it. This game is so well made.
Yeah, I can agree with that. All right, so I hit a switch.
I can gush about games like this. Oh,
I hit a switch, so I'm gonna go back down, I think. See? Hit the gate open? It did not open. Okay. Let me up. Yeah, that's just gonna be a dead end still.
Oh yeah, that like pinwheel, that thing that looks like a little propeller.
Yeah.
It becomes a staircase when you hit a certain switch.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's nice. I wouldn't have figured that based on the design that it has.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of like moving parts in various levels that like this game is artsy.
It is.
And it's fascinating to look at.
I agree. Like, it's actually really solid and cool to look at. It's just pretty. How the fuck do you get up there? Oh, wait.
And you're not even in the parts of the game that make you ask if you're high.
Right. I'm just like, this game just looks good. Like, this is just what good art direction does to a game.
I don't want to spoil anything, but...
Do you end up in the LSD dimension?
Oh, do you ever.
Perfect.
It ramps up. This game paces itself.
Okay.
That's another thing that... Ooh, there's a soul charge up there.
Yeah, there is, and I'm like figuring out how to get to it. So there's this elevator. I can go up here. This takes me, okay, over here. I know where we are.
Full green
Oh,
mana.
I fell.
Yeah. I think you've already been there.
I didn't die, and I got an overkill.
Again, I'm like yeah, there's no falling damage either.
Well, no, I fell off the map is the problem. So I'm just gonna die.
Oh.
We'll restart level. It's fine. It doesn't take that long.
No. Especially,
It's fine.
you know where some of the triggers are that you can go to, and
Right. Now I know where shit is.
yeah.
Hey, let me in. I got shit to fuck up.
Oh, there it is.
I landed on the geometry.
You landed on the geometry, and then watching one of the enemies
just went.
you and explode, and it just
He's like, hey, come back here. Okay. Alright. Oh, hey. Ow, I'm pinned.
But yeah, it's so it's a boomer shooter, so it can be a little bit punishing at times, and you can alleviate that by manually saving here and there, and I don't know.
Yeah.
I think there's.
Oh, I see. They hinted at you could find the rocket launcher there.
They did?
There's exactly one orange mana, or yellow mana, whatever it is, sitting right next to the secret.
Yeah. Yeah, there's little conveyances here and there for a lot of.
That's good level design.
It's like in Dark Souls how you can see areas before you get to them.
Right. No, that's really good level design.
A lot of secrets do that. You'll get like a little glimpse of like the recognizable sprite of a soul power up grating in the ground, and you're like, that means I can go there later.
Right.
You just have to figure out how.
Yep.
That's cool. It's like the little orange mana. It's like I love little touches like that. Like
yeah, that's awesome.
Super Metroid. There's one of the examples I really love is in Super Metroid when you get into Norfair. There's an area with you fall through like one of those like destructible floors that crumbles when you walk on it, but it doesn't look like it doesn't show that it's one of those floors, but it still does it anyway. And,
right.
You fall into an area that like it looks like you're just in a little box that you can't jump out of, and there's a little tunnel under you, like a little more ball-sized tunnel, and there's an enemy walking through it. And you can see them if you just sort of observe them for a minute. You eventually watch one of them walk through some of the level geometry.
Oh, okay.
It's like an invisible wall. That you'll be able to, like, so that when you get back there later with the morph ball, you can you can see how you can you can see the part where you're able to like just walk through.
Right.
And I think that's cool.
No, that's awesome.
Like that.
No, little stuff like that is like the best part about most games, like just the little tiny details. When you can tell that the developers had a lot of fun like making the game and like seeing that things line up.
Yeah, and a lot of that kind of forethought into like how can we make sure that this is a fun experience for our players to interact with.
Right.
Like this is something that's not immediately obvious when you look at it, but how can we give our players the information they need? And that's something that a Medieval does really well.
Yeah.
With a lot of other games.
There we go.
And it's funny, like of all the games I've been playing recently, I've been delving into the boomer shooters like a Medieval and Dusk, and obviously then the older games. I'm actually replaying the original Doom for the first time in a long.
I gotcha.
I haven't played that game in over a decade. Like,
yeah, like I
played maybe the first chapter of the original Doom when like the shareware one when I was like really young, and then like I got a little older and grew up on Quake and Quake 2, but like I'm fully down the rabbit hole right now. But then but like there's games like this that do conveyances like that so well, and then I'm also playing so much Dark Souls, which does
Dark Souls just has phenomenal level design.
Yeah.
I will say, if you're playing Dark Souls 1, shout out to Blighttown optimization. Doesn't exist.
Oh my God.
On a 360, it's worse.
Is it?
It's fucking abysmal. It is one of the worst frame rates I've ever seen in anything from a AAA studio. Or even not a AAA studio, but like any studio.
Yeah. Shoutouts to the Master Key and running the new Londo. Because
God, yeah,
I have basically been bouncing between like 3 different character builds that I'm messing with. And so in all of them, I've just been like, do I want to try a different starting build? No, Master Key, I'm not doing Blighttown the right way again.
Yeah, no, doing Blighttown the right way is a pain, even when you don't have frame rate issues.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. Blighttown, I've noticed, is... So I'm mostly playing the remastered version on the Switch.
Okay.
Because I have prepared a die edition on Steam.
Yeah.
And I've done a playthrough on that, but like, it's just I play a lot of Dark Souls like in the end of the night. I'll just be kind of like sitting up in bed. Playing.
Right. You just pull out your Switch and you do it.
It's so convenient. And
Right.
That's kind of how I've been playing most of my Dark Souls. And the only time that Blighttown has performance issues on the Switch, in my experience so far, is when there is 2 or more Crag Spider corpses.
Yeah.
Specifically the Crag Spiders. One dead Crag Spider does nothing, but if there's 2 or more Crag Spider corpses on screen,
The game just like
tanks
loses
to
it.
Nothing. I don't get it. Like,
Yeah,
I do
there's
not understand why the Nintendo Switch cannot handle rendering the corpse of these weird deformed insect men.
yeah. Actually, if you want
it
to
just-
talk Dark Souls, that's another like thing that's been brought up recently. Companies like just not being like consumer, or it's not even a consumer friendly thing. You know what it is? Because like I was thinking more about Capcom just released something. I don't remember what it was. Something that, or not Capcom. Konami. Sorry. Konami released something, and I don't know the specifics. I'd have to go look at the message that was put in the Discord channel that I'm in again.
Sure.
But like, Konami released something, and it was like everybody got really excited, and then they were like, "Hey guys, it's getting released on the Konami like mobile arcade app, and you have to pay like Konami coins in the app to access it." And it was like, this game has never been released outside of Japan, and this is how you release it the first time outside of Japan.
Yeah.
It's like stuff like that, like that is an anti-consumer thing, and then you get into more like specifically with Dark Souls, we're talking Prepare to Die edition as opposed to the remaster. You can't buy you can't buy Prepare to Die anymore.
You can't?
No, you can't. As soon as remaster released, they pulled it from the store.
Oh my god, I had no idea.
You can't get it anymore. To play the original Dark Souls, the original Dark Souls 1, you would have to go either pirate it or like find a physical version somewhere.
Oh my god, I had no idea.
Yeah, you can't get Prepare to Die edition on Steam anymore, and that's the only place that it was being sold. And like stuff like that makes me sad, because it means that like there's no way to do a preservation effort unless like you can't do preservation efforts really.
Yeah.
I'm gonna save in this really awkward spot.
That's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate.
The save is now called
Well, hey, at least you have a checkbox.
Yeah.
And so, and don't let the purists tell you that. Don't let the purists call it save stuff. It's.
Look, you did not see the Castlevania stream last week. I was playing through the original Castlevania on the Capcom, or not on
The stream just caught up. You really just saved in the middle of combat, didn't you?
Yeah. I don't care. I'm well aware this is a stupid idea. I'm gonna do it. I saved at the beginning of combat, and anybody who tells me I'm wrong can eat it. I don't care. Is it really save scumming if you put yourself in the worst possible position? Well, I see why you like Zap Rod.
The Volt Ride.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's clearly taking inspiration from Quake's lightning gun, except this game wasn't made by John Romero, so it doesn't insta-kill you when you use it in water.
Yeah.
That was the thing with the original Quake. There was the lightning gun, functions basically the way the Volt Ride does in Soul Mode, except if you use it while in water, you just die instantly.
Oh. See, I really like that. That's why, like, the first thing I did when I got it was like, I'm gonna shoot the water now.
Yeah.
And just see what happens.
I did notice that.
Because, like, this game did seem like the sort of game that would be like, haha, you did it.
It's inspired by one of those games that did that, but see, that's the thing. That's one of those touches that, like, I'm really glad they added in the original Quake, but that in, like, spiritual successors and stuff like this.
It's like, I'm glad you didn't.
It's like, you know, that was. I'm glad that was the thing that was originally implemented, but like that was a dick move that John Romero threw in there, and I'm glad they
Right.
they-
Like, this is a really cool idea, but also why?
if you want to see it's like another John Romero game, Daikatana. I don't know how familiar you are with Daikatana, but it's
Damn,
it's
I missed
very
someone.
infamous.
I don't know much about it, unfortunately.
So it's another game made by John Romero after he left id Software.
Okay.
So John Romero's original vision for Quake was actually a lot closer to a medieval than it is to what Quake turned out to be.
Okay.
Which is like John Romero's design doc for Quake was clearly referenced a lot in the creation of this game.
Okay.
The idea was like you would play as this hero who wields a magic hammer, who journeys through various
I'm just like the way you said that.
history.
The way you said that just made me think of Samurai Jack.
Okay, imagine Samurai Jack, but every 10 minutes while you're watching it, someone breaks down your door and kicks you in the balls.
Right. That's basically it. That's how this works.
That's Daikatana.
Okay. Okay.
But it's
That feels like a good description. I like that description.
it was a visionary game that just didn't come together in any good ways.
It's like I know people complain about No More Heroes 2 sometimes.
Oh yeah.
And that's where I'm getting that vision. It's just like Suda 51, same idea. It's just like he had an idea, it worked, and then it didn't work. Like.
So there's a couple of things that are like really wrong, and God, where the fuck do I start? So incredibly, it actually still has an active multiplayer deathmatch community.
That's impressive.
That's because you don't have to deal with the terrible choices that made the single player the way it is.
Okay.
But
Sounds about right.
so in the single player you have these two AI companions, and this is early AI player character companions.
Sure.
When was Daikatana? When was it released? Hold on, I'm googling it. It has a 6 out of 10 on Steam.
That's
Blows my mind.
yeah.
90% of Google users liked this game.
19%.
It was released in 2000. It was released in
Okay.
2000, which was like 4 years. Which I think it was in development for 4 years, which at the time was kind of unheard of.
Right. I was gonna say like the last game I can think of that had that kind of like time put into it was probably like maybe Spyro 1, but that released in like 97.
Yeah, well, and like for reference, Doom and Quake were like made in like maybe a year. I honestly
Right.
don't know off my head, but
Yeah, for the type of game, it's like just nuts.
yeah, it will in anyway. Like 4 years is a very normal development cycle. Like at the time, for a first-person shooter, especially coming from one of the big names from id Software, like 4 years
Yeah.
is nuts. But so you had so think of literally the year is 2000, and you have two AI companions who, if they die, you lose.
Oh god, yeah. I know where this is going. I know how this
So,
goes.
like, they get stuck on the level geometry.
Yep.
They cannot function, and like they, you have to find them weapons and ammo for their weapons, and they can hurt you. It's like if their shots hit you, they hurt you, and vice versa.
The game tried to be realistic minus the AI.
God forbid you give them an explosive weapon. Like, it's rough.
Alright, so I know what the next stream's gonna be for you and me.
Oh Jesus.
I will just sit there in pain for like 3 hours. I did it with Mega Man Zero.
Well, there's ways that you can get it working. There's modern ports with like fan patches that both make the game crash way less than it originally did, which was a lot.
Okay, so it's like Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, where like the fans just like try to save the game.
That's not an inapt comparison in a lot of ways, actually.
Like the game came out, it feels like it's half unfinished, and you're just like, all right, we'll fix it in like 6 years.
Honestly. Well, there's fan patches, and they're still updating these fan patches. It's incredible.
That's sick.
But yeah, so there's fan patches that make it playable, like that make it so like that your companions are invulnerable, or that like tweak their AI in various ways. There's a couple different things out there, but so you can see how like the original release of AI companions whose weapons can hurt you and vice versa. If they die, you lose the level. Like there's a lot of decisions that are like, John.
Right, it's like, what are you doing, dude?
Um.
What made you think that this was a smart idea?
And
no, it's really funny because this brings up a point that I tend to make a lot, which is game design is hard. You can spend 4 years making a game. It can be garbage.
Yeah.
You can make absolute garbage.
Yeah, and Daikatana is one of those where, like, if you look into it, especially if you play it on one of the modern. I haven't played the game myself. I should probably put that out.
Sure, sure.
As the disclaimer, this is everything I know about Daikatana. I know secondhand.
Okay.
From what I've heard, if you play it on one of the modern ports, honestly, if you can get past the first couple hours of the game, it supposedly gets way better. Still.
Yeah, I always hate that cop out though.
Oh no, me too. Oh, don't get me wrong.
I get it. Like I get it. I totally understand that some games are just like, wow, the first couple hours are garbage, and I like acknowledge and understand that. But at the same time, it sucks when you gotta say that about a game.
Yeah, those two things can and should exist. Those two statements can exist together.
Yeah.
Kind of sucks, but so anyway, so like apparently it gets better. Some of the lazy design choices, or not lazy design choices, some of the weird design choices, kind of toned down by like some the like later levels. But anyway, but the thing I was saying was we were talking about like gimmicky weapons and how like the lightning gun in Quake kills you instantly if you use it in the water.
Right.
Daikatana is just full of shit like that.
Okay.
I mentioned how in a medieval, every chapter takes you like different enemies.
Yeah.
Daikatana does a similar thing, but it also gives you different weapons in different chapters.
Okay.
And they're all, most of them have like weird, dumb gimmicks like that as well. For example, if I remember correctly, I think the first shotgun you get fires like 12-round bursts, and it does knockback that you can use to launch yourself in the air. Why?
It's just grenade jumping, dude.
It's like rocket jumping, but without self-damage, which
I would like to break the game for 500, Alex.
Well, it's because it was made by John Romero, who was, if you didn't know, kind of infamous for not infamous. I've said that a few times. Not infamous, but he gained a reputation for at id Software. One of the reasons he left was because he was playing a lot of Doom and Quake Deathmatch, and he was like the original. John Romero was like the original deathmatch trash talker.
Of course.
Which when you make the video game,
You can trash talk. You've earned the right to trash talk a little bit.
you can talk shit in deathmatch if you're the one who made the game, I think. But
Yeah.
so it's kind of like, so for a weapon, so when you take that in mind, it's like, oh, this is a guy who was doing a bunch of like Doom and Quake deathmatching, and wanted a gimmick and was rocket jumping, but needed to make a shotgun and put those together. and for some
Right.
reason made it like a 10 or a 12 round burst or whatever the fuck it is. And
Perfect. Works just fine.
there was a review of Daikatana I heard a while back. I don't remember who did it, but it was they were describing this like, and I cannot for the life of me think of the reason why you would need a shotgun that fires 10 rounds every time you pull the trigger unless you're an American police officer. It's like, oh.
All right. Calm down a minute. It's funny. Don't get me wrong. It's really funny.
Anyway, I'll leave the tangent with that. Because I've just been rambling about Daikatana for the most part.
Nah, it's all good.
This is
Where
just
is he?
my. It's just all of my. Since I've just been immersing myself in boomer shooters.
Hey, you know what? I appreciate it.
I need an outlet for the all of my historical context I've been building up.
Dude, it's all good. I'm cool with it. It's nice to see that sort of thing, you know? It's nice to see like it's nice to see when people can just like be excited about things. Also, I think these guys got a little bit stuck on the geometry.
Oh yeah, that does happen. Oh my god. Remember earlier when I was like, what was I saying? I couldn't remember.
Do you remember it?
The stream? I remembered it. Some of those bigger enemies, those like taller enemies who
Yeah.
you know, they're like man-sized but really, really big.
Yeah.
They're like those really tall humanoid dudes. Remember how we were making fun of that one dude jumping?
Yeah.
You can kind of break the if you get the big dude stuck trying to jump up onto a ledge to catch you in a few areas of the game, and it's really funny just watching these like 10-foot tall suits of possessed armor try and like leap up onto a ledge and bounce off of the level geometry.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
You
So-
can make it can get a little goofy.
I like this this message. The Solar Acolytes think they're so great.
Oh yeah.
It's just so fucking sassy from these like random demons or whatever the hell these things are that are like just trashing the temple.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing, dude? You got time to do this. You got time to do something else.
Well, and like all of the language so far has been very like
Archaic.
there's very like archaic. There's like proper. I don't know how else to really describe it, but very like tightly crafted language. And there's the Solar Acolytes. They're so great.
Yeah, no, it's what am I thinking of?
Opposed to like we peered beyond the veil, but what we found led to our destruction. And
Right, our leader, Guardian of the Moon, he now dreams of death and pain, and then you
Yeah.
put that like right alongside of just that.
yeah.
What am I'm thinking of something, and I don't remember what I was thinking of now because I got caught up in that fight. But I was like, there was something that was kind of similar to that, that I had done a while back, or that I had seen a while back. Where it was like, why are you doing this? Like in lore, it's really funny because games will like go through this whole thing to build up lore, and then you get like one meme, and it's like, well, how does this fit into lore? I'm like, no, my dude, that's the thing that doesn't fit into the lore.
Yeah.
That's the point.
Yeah, no, this game is an elaborate shitpost. Turn around. Oh wait, I was trying to give you the advice to turn around, but it's on a delay. So.
I hit a button in the next level.
Oh, you got 100. Oh, so at the very end of that level, when you you open that gate and the thing like slowly turns and all the bars come back.
Yeah.
I was trying to tell you to turn around because on hard difficulty, 2 of those tall dudes spawn right behind you.
Oh, okay.
So there's a secret in the boss. I don't know if you started the fight yet.
I haven't started the fight yet. I just hit the button. Ah, there it is.
Oh,
I
you
was
hit the
looking.
button. Cool.
I was looking around for what was there.
Yeah. So every boss level has a secret with full health and usually a bunch of mana. But every boss level you can get to 200 health before you start the fight.
Well, that was good as gone. Use these items to defeat the Guardian. Okay. I'll go bully him. Axe only? Axe only. Axe only.
You go for it.
I have soul. I'm good. Howdy, buddy.
Oh. Oh god.
Good morning. I died right before I killed him.
Oh, okay. But I cannot
That-
want to see his health bar.
That was fresh. His health bar was gone.
Yeah, so like I told you, some of these weapons in soul mode just like absolutely shred the bosses.
Alright, we're gonna do that again because it's funny.
Oh god.
So the goal is-
I haven't even seen it. I haven't even seen it play out the first time yet.
Take two, take two, take two, take two. Okay, fine. One shot from the planetary.
Oh my god. That's not okay.
No, it's not.
Oh my god.
And he's dead.
Gee, it's like a full minute and a half behind. It's insane.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with the delay on stream today. It's alright, I suppose, but it's kind of frustrating. Anyway, that was stupid.
Wow. I haven't seen it play out the second time yet, but
Oh, they actually put an invisible wall there. Damn. You can't just jump back out of the level. Oh, the button brings the elevator back up, though. Okay.
oh my god. Man's
That man's gone.
went down. Good lord. Wow.
That was fun. I guess. I guess fun the right word there?
Fun is a word for it.
Okay, so,
Oh yeah,
Can't-
so you were. I see where you were complaining about the invisible wall. It's interesting because most areas of the level there's not a lot of invisible walls in this game.
right. That's why I noted on it, because it's like, this doesn't
Yeah,
seem like
there's-
that sort of game. It seems like the sort of game where they actually built the level around the fact that you're not, they don't just have a bunch of like skyboxes and terrain you can't get to.
Yeah, exactly. There's a handful of secret areas that I've found here and there that are very clearly like, oh yeah, you can like kind of just walk on this. Yeah. So it seems like you're liking this game so far.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. This isn't the sort of game that I normally just pick up out of the blue. But
Yeah.
like, this is definitely like, it's a cool game. I really do enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this is, I don't know. I'm trying to remember the last thing I played like this. Actually, I think the last thing I played like this was the, what's it called? The other game that New Blood made recently,
Ultra Kill?
Ultra Kill, yeah. I played the Ultra Kill demo.
Ooh, okay.
That was fun. I just never picked up the actual game. The Imperfect will be destroyed. Okay.
Ultra Kill is a game that starts off fun, and the more you play it, the more you realize, oh, I can do that too, and it just gets more and more fun.
Yeah, that's what it seems like. Because, like, I was just, even in the demo, they, like, had enough stuff that you were just like, ah, you can discover things. Also, shout out to these doors that are on the best triggers ever.
Oh, there's an area in this where you have to, like, slide around this, like, big moving box.
Okay.
That on my first playthrough, I got stuck on. And by that I mean I couldn't figure it out. For like, I literally had to look it up, and I was like, "Oh my, I not figure this out." Just look up, like,
Yeah.
just take advantage. Just observe the 3D space in that area with the sliding blocks, and you'll find your way out. Oh, there's the door trigger. Yeah.
I will walk.
Yeah, this stream delay is intense.
Okay. There's a silver key. And there's some enemies. Goodbye, enemies. Oh, there's a body part. It got caught in the cube.
Yes,
As you do.
as you do. We were just talking about Dark Souls. You understand.
Yeah. You ever been in Sense Fortress? Just let everything kill everything else. It's fine.
Sense for. On subsequent playthroughs of the game, since torches got way easier when I just stopped fucking caring about the snakes.
Yeah, as soon as you you can either care about the snakes and take everything really carefully, or you cannot. But if you try and do anything in between that's when things get bad.
Yes. Yeah, and the game got so much easier when I realized you can just run through and let the traps kill everything for you.
Yeah.
Like, it's...
Shout out to giving you the sword at the very beginning of the level so you can deal with these floating things that kind of remind me of cacodemons.
A little bit. They're not
They just got a bunch of eyes.
Yeah. Cacodemon has one eye. These took it in another direction.
Yeah. It's like, well, where'd all the other eyes go? Well, you see, when enough cacodemons get together, they just put all their extra eyes into a pile. It sounds like a monster that I'd make for my fucking D&D campaign.
It's like, well, there's a that's a thing in I think it's in the monster manual, is the what is it? If you take 4 eyes from a beholder, like 4 beholder eye stalks, and perform a ritual on them, you can create something called like a watcher or something.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Which is like a weird baby beholder mutant that you can create to guard things, but if you fuck it up, it is like, yeah, I'll guard everything for you, and then it eats everything that you wanted it to guard, and then it eats you.
Yeah. That beholders are weird in general. They're already non-dimensional things.
Mm-hmm.
They're already not from the same dimension, and so it's like,
are they aberrations?
They are aberrations, yeah. I need to get back into. I haven't run my campaign in a while. I need to get into it. I've been.
Was just talking about she wants to write a campaign.
Yeah, that's awesome. Campaign writing's fun, but the thing is, there's two. If you're gonna write just a campaign, if you're gonna try and write the whole thing out at once, I'd just write a book.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
It's not worth it.
You need your players to. Your players are gonna write the campaign partially.
Right, you make a world. The campaign sort of writes itself once the players start doing stuff.
In progress. And
Yeah.
watching you just get thrown off the platform by these. By those those weird pushing.
Yeah, these weird block thingies.
They move so fast. It's.
Nope, missed it.
They move so fast, and your character is wider than you think.
Right. He's a
So
thick
you think
boy.
You're safe, and then you just get launched. It would be cool if Shiro wrote a campaign just to give me some guidance for this is what I want this area to look like, and then just so that I have something to start building from.
Right. No, you know what would be really sick?
Just to start building, just to get a campaign setting, sort of
Yeah.
have a campaign setting, have some details given to me, and just be build a table for it.
That's really good. Okay, I want to say there's some really good design. The trident. They put the trident in the room and then just had the panel come down and take you down to the enemies. That's excellent design.
Oh yeah. Oh, just wait until you get the Eternus.
Oh god.
That's the last weapon that you find. Or is it the last weapon you find? I know you get it in. I think the next level you get the Eternus is the first time you can find it. I don't know if you can find it in secrets before that. You might be able to find it in secrets before that, but I don't think so.
I have no clue.
It's-
Maybe.
You said you played the original Doom a little bit, right?
A little bit, yeah.
Have you ever used the BFG?
Yes. It's a BFG.
Yes.
Cool.
So I don't know if you know. So if you're cool with me going off on another boomer shooter tangent,
Go ahead.
So the way the BFG 1000 works in Doom is actually really fascinating, because it's so Doom is interesting because everything in the game is hard coded.
Right.
it's like every interaction has been just like spelled out. This is how it works.
Yeah.
And there's like, you know, there's like RNG in terms of how stuff works, but it's more pseudo random. It's more PRNG than anything else.
Right.
The RNG is somewhat predictable, actually. Anyway, but that's not super relevant for this. So the BFG works, but it has, you know, a brief delay on charge up, and it fires this big old projectile, and then when the projectile hits something, it creates this like explosion that damages everything you're looking at.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Well, the way it does that is it creates these upon the main projectile detonating. It then so on my end, I'm just gonna stop because you just found my favorite weapon in the game.
Star.
On my end, the Star of Torment. If the Whisper's Edge is your shotgun, this is your super shotgun.
Got it.
It's so fun. And when I said some weapons just shred bosses in soul mode, that's the weapon I was referring to.
Okay.
It is. Oh, the Star of Torment.
I just whacked something into a wall with it.
You pin something to a wall.
Yeah.
The Star of Torment is like, fuck it. It's one of those weapons that's like, yes, this is fun. This is satisfying. I could do this all day.
Shout out to my boy Skinny Penis stuck on the wall here.
I like the way the needles like stick into enemies.
Yeah, that's actually really neat.
And in soul mode, it just gets even sillier. Like,
oh no.
It's. I love how determined you are to use the axe at like every opportunity. It's great.
That's just like my I'm like, oh, default weapon is 1, so I should go to 1. That's just where my brain is.
But it works. Oh, that.
Yeah, like it's fine. I'm just
Well,
like,
yeah,
cool,
it works.
axe.
Yeah. That was like I said. It's a useful weapon at every stage of the game, and I think that's so cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That
It's
with like the starter fallback melee weapon is actually a really good weapon that you can use throughout the game.
yeah, that's super important in a game like this.
Well, and that's the thing is like you usually have enough. You pretty much have enough mana to like always be using a ranged weapon. And if you're careful, if you're cautious enough, or like if you balance which weapons you use and when to use them, like you'll always really be able to handle the situation. Like you'll pretty much never not have the tools you need to get through a situation.
Right.
But the axe is always a good option. It's so cool. I love that.
Yeah, no, it's really sick. I accidentally fell down here, but it looks like the star took care of him.
Yup. Yeah, soul mode of the star is a little nuts.
And now I have 25 mana for the rocket launcher. Cool. Let's go, Celestial Claw.
Yeah, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to use your powerful weapons. Like, they're fun. But so what I was saying about the BFG 9000 in the original Doom is so it fires this big projectile, and then when it hits something, your character then emits 40 invisible hit scan attacks that emit from your character in the direction you're looking.
Okay.
Essentially, like about the width of the screen, and so like you can do absolutely obscene damage to like bosses with the BFG by running right up to them, so that all 40 tracers hit them.
They just hit the one dude.
Yeah, you can make the Cyber Demon, like first like boss monster that you encounter, you can kill in the original Doom with like two BFG shots if you like muzzle stuff it.
Right. There is like technically a chance for you to miss everything with the BFG though, which is funny.
Yes, you can massively fuck it up, just by like kind of turning your character a little bit too much.
Right.
But at the same time, you can also hedge your bets, and but yeah, it's also side note, the level you're on right now, you just changed levels on stream.
Yeah.
The level you're on now is a little bit. This is where it starts to get a little challenging.
Okay.
At least when I was playing it on hard difficulty, it kind of ramped up here.
All right.
So, just letting you know, don't be afraid to save once or twice.
Yeah, I gotcha.
But oh, and you can rocket jump with the Celestial Claw.
Okay.
I would recommend doing it in soul mode.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You'll go farther. You'll go farther. I'll tell you that.
You will go very far.
Although claw jumping in this game is a little bit finicky in my experience. I think it's just because I'm a TF2 player, so like maybe I'm just trying to do like maybe it's just because I'm used to that timing and you can't like.
It's a different timing, yeah.
Game. You can't, yeah. The blast damage kind of seems like it feels like it sets you on a course when it's not really taking knockback from blast damage.
Okay.
As opposed to like in TF2 where you can just be like, as long as you're not pressing the W key, you can use the side, you can use A and D, and just like fling your mouse around and literally fly in circles around people while rocket jumping.
Right.
Like TF2 gives you so much control if you just know how the source engine works, whereas this game it feels like the blasts kind of put you on a course instead.
I gotcha.
But there's some secrets you can get with rocket jumps.
Okay.
But yeah, just while I'm rambling, the Eternus in this game I mentioned is basically the BFG when you find it, and it functions more like the Doom 2016 BFG.
Okay.
You've played Doom 2016, right?
I played some. I did get to the BFG, but that's about as far as I got.
Okay.
I don't actually own that one, unfortunately.
I see.
I should get to it, I just haven't.
And yeah, it's well, and you're also not as big into FPSs, so like.
Yeah, I'm not a big FPS dude. It's not like I like them. It's just not something I play normally. The last FPS I was playing was Titanfall 2.
Well, speaking of Titanfall, check in the chat.
Yeah. How ironic. Hold on.
Yeah.
Let me get rid of this crap.
Yeah, there's a lot of there are a lot of TF games.
Yeah.
There's TFT, TF, TF2, TF2.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
If you want to expand the confusion a little bit, there's also DF if you want to add Dwarf Fortress into the mix.
Yeah, that's true. You're correct.
I'm half joking, but there's a weird overlap between TF2 players and Dwarf Fortress players. I've noticed that.
I think it's just like the same mindset goes into people who play that game.
Yeah.
Like, it's very shitposty, and like, that's not a bad thing. But like, it's TF2, man.
TF2 is super shitposty.
Dwarf Fortress can definitely be shitposty.
Well, and it's funny. It's funny that you mentioned that because the more I think about it, the more the games I'm attracted to, the games that I'm kind of drawn to, tend to be really shitposty.
Okay.
And it's funny how that works because there's games like TF2 that I'm drawn to that are just kind of shitposty by nature.
Right.
And then there's games like Dark Souls where
the game itself isn't shitposty. The community is just stupid.
Yes, exactly. It's like the game itself is really dark and somber and serious, and it's a really tightly designed experience. It's whereas like TF2 is a buggy mess of nonsense, and then Dark Souls is like this super tightly put together experience. And then you do multiplayer at all, and you just get matched up with the dumbest motherfucker.
Right. It's like, what are you doing, dude? You're sitting there spamming shield for like the third time. What makes you think it's gonna work this time?
Yeah. Like, why are you trying to beat Chaos Witch Quelaag to death? I needed help on this boss fight because.
Right. Like, why are you beating Quelaag to death with a shield? I know it's the spiked shield. It doesn't do anything, dude. I'm sorry.
Like, I needed help with the ball. I needed help with. I needed someone to distract the bell gargoyles.
I needed someone to distract the bell gargoyles. Is literally just you'd rather take the summon than the person who's you're gonna get randomly. You'd rather just take Solaire or Lautrec.
Just give me Solaire and Lautrec, like. I'm not kidding when I say on my last, the last character I'm making a cleric character.
Okay.
Cleric strength build. So of the characters I have right now, I have a character who is currently in the Abyss under Seal in the DLC. Is my sorcerer character whose outfit is, it's mostly Witch Beatrice's outfit with Big Hat Logan's hat.
Okay.
Absolute glass cannon. I don't think I've upgraded vitality once.
Good.
But I have like 50 intelligence, which is enough to use because I wanted to be able to use the Crystal Dragon Breath spell.
Sure. You know, Crystal Dragon Breath is just a nuts. Honestly, you just play Dark Souls offline because of the stupid forced multiplayer. Yeah. Invasions are a thing. Sometimes they're funny, sometimes they're not.
Yeah. Well,
especially.
I've been... Sorry, you were saying?
I was gonna say, especially in like Dark Souls 2, I know it gets bad because there's just a bunch of hackers in that game because nobody plays it anymore.
Except me.
Yeah, no, Dark Souls 2 isn't like a bad game, it's just a bad Dark Souls game.
yeah, exactly. That's the thing. It's like, it's really fun, and I haven't beaten it yet because I keep going back to Dark Souls 1 because it's way more engaging.
Right.
But I'm slowly, every now and then, booting up Dark Souls 2 and making some progress in it, and I'll beat it eventually. But like,
yeah, that game is just, it's a slog. It's just what it is.
It's a little bit of a slog. I'm enjoying it, but I can't like,
you
know, play it for too long at any given time.
Hey, you remember that time? You remember at the beginning of the game when they were like had you do that platforming challenge to make sure you weren't a fucking moron? Guess what? It didn't work.
Oh God, what am I about to witness?
Me doing this for like 30 minutes because I want the thing.
You want the invisibility power up.
I want the invisibility thing.
So you fuck it up once, and you just fucked it up the second time on stream.
There we go. That only took like 7 tries. Where do I go now?
So David, on my end, I have to see you fuck it up the same way twice.
Yeah, I know it's different every time, and some of them are earlier, which is way weirder. He kind of bugged out, didn't he?
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, but yeah, so like my
well, if I'm invisible, I'm using the axe.
Oh, absolutely.
You gotta. Where is it?
Oh, but yeah, so I have this like glass cannon sorcerer build who has way too much intelligence and does Crystal Dragon Breath. I think is pretty broken for PvE. Just
sure.
Because you have uses and it does huge damage, but like I don't think it's very good in PvP.
It's pretty bad. It doesn't last long enough, and the wind up is too long.
The wind up is super long and it's really easy to avoid, and it doesn't last. It's not like one of the Chaos Pyromancies that lasts long enough to make it useful for like area control.
Right.
It doesn't do that. But
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Whereas the but then like the last I was trying to do some multiplayer, so I joined the Blades of the Dark Moon.
Sure.
To invaded a guy in Dark Anne Orlando, and he had two allies with him.
Sure.
White Phantoms, and he was clearly looking for like, you know, chaotic PvP.
Yeah.
You know, multiple phantoms all kind of going nuts. And so this dude is just like, you know, spamming the shield button, just like, you know, wiggling his arm. And he has this cleric who starts to cast one of the like lightning spear miracles.
Yeah.
And so I just one-shot him with Crystal Soul Spear. Because
yeah, no.
Soul Spear it casts really fast, and the lightning spear miracles cast really slowly.
Right, especially if he's using like Great Soul Spear or something. It's like, oops, you just died, Chief.
Yeah, he's just like forming this lightning bolt in hand, and he had like the full paladin set. So he was like, clearly he was like heavily armored, and I was like, and so there's just these two white phantoms. One of them's just like sort of sitting there with the shield up, the main player is like spamming the shield button, taunting basically, and I just one-shot one of the white phantoms while he with
Yeah.
the Crystal Soul Spear. It surprised everybody, myself included. I did not think that would happen.
Yeah, sometimes you just don't expect that spell to kill.
And they just fucking ran.
Yeah, they were just gone.
So the other phantom then tried to like slow me down, like tried to get me away from like, you know, the main, you know,
Sure.
the main guy. One shot that phantom too. And connected.
Everybody just runs. It's like, fuck this.
And then he quit out and I lost connection.
Aw.
So I was like, so that build is not really valid for PvP because now it's
Banned.
I can't. Well, it's at too high of a level. The matchmaking won't.
Oh, the matchmaking won't do it, yeah.
Won't find anyone's world for me. So then I made another build. I made a Dex build because you know the Baldur's Side Sword, how it's kind of
Yeah.
like one of the better weapons, but you have to farm for it.
Yeah.
Well, I showed up to the Undead Parish, killed a Baldur Knight, and it dropped the side sword.
Free shit.
And so I was like, cool, guess that's my main weapon. Guess that's my weapon for the rest of the build. And then I went to do my Strength Cleric build, so I'm using like the Morning Star, the Maze,
Fuck over here.
and now the Great Club. And the Great Club is like my favorite thing in this game now because you can just one-shot Black Knights with the
Oh, yeah.
the R2, and you just kill people with a tree trunk. It's excellent.
It's great.
But it's not just like, oh, haha, this is so funny. It's this is one of the better PvP weapons.
You know, it's really good.
It's actually really, really good. Like, it's goofy because you're just killing people with like a log, but at the same time, it's also one of the better weapons you can use.
Right.
And on this Strength Faith build, first Baldur Knight I killed in the Undead Parish, I get another Baldur Side Sword.
Of course.
I don't know why. The game just really wants me to have it.
Hey, you know what? It's a fun weapon.
It's a really fun weapon. But Great Club. Oh, there was also, you were talking about Dark Souls 2. One of the things that I'm doing a halberd build, a two-handed halberd build.
Yes, I love halberds.
Halberds are so fun, but I'm primarily two-handing it. I made it so that I have enough strength that I can one-hand it if I want to.
Okay.
So that I can like pair, you know, I can like get like a, you know, have a shield and parry and stuff. But I don't want
Right.
to on a Dark Souls 2 as much
Right.
as I do tend to in Dark Souls 1.
Dark Souls 2, I think, is a bit of a harder game to lean on a shield in.
Yes, I know. I think I've noticed that as well.
It's just the way the game is set up is like the game. I don't know what the game expects you to do defensively. I don't know what it expects you to do. It just expects you to eat shit, I think. Like, sometimes it really does just feel like it expects you to eat shit.
I don't think you're wrong. No, I think you're absolutely correct. And for just for what it's worth, I'm not playing Scholar of the First Sin.
Okay, you're playing original Dark Souls 2.
I'm playing original Dark Souls 2 because I heard that Scholar of the First Sin is kind of a different game. Like
It
different
is.
Placements.
It is.
So I just wanted the default Dark Souls 2 experience.
Sure.
Because I don't know if I'll ever get Scholar of the First Sin. I don't think I'm too interested in doing that.
Scholar of the First Sin is a good game, but it's just such a different. It's the same experience, but like everything is different. It feels like somebody modded the game and changed all the enemy positions and like added some extra bosses.
Yeah. Ooh, this is the level where you get your BFG, where you get the Aeternum, or Aeternus, whatever.
Whatever it's called.
This is that level.
Yeah.
And you were talking about how when you get the Volt Ride and then like a door opens up with a bunch of enemies that you can try it out on.
Yeah.
Just,
All right, let me see.
I'm just bringing that up for no reason. But or like how in Doom 2016 when you first get the BFG and you walk through that room and then it's just like here's a billion zombies for you to jib.
So I'm gonna get the Eternus and then I'm gonna just like pull out the axe and run in swinging. Okay.
Okay, that's valid. You also the Eternus. So Eternus is already like the BFG, but it also does have its own soul mode powered up version.
Okay.
Just putting that out there.
All right. Cool.
You know, just keep it in mind. But yeah, it's. But no, Dark Souls 2 is fun. But yeah, so I also set it up so that if I get bored, I can put Halberd in each hand.
Good.
And when you do that, if you just mash R1, you just kind of, your character just, it's the R1 with the Halberd. One-handed R1 is just like an overhead swing that just like slams the axe blade down into the ground at like about as far as you could reasonably be expected to reach one-handing a Halberd.
Yeah. I've played with Halberd a long time. I'm familiar with the moveset.
You know the moveset. And just two halberds, just R1, L1, R1, L1.
Right. You just whack the shit out of them. There it is.
Not good, but it's funny, and you just slowly move forward. Each R1 here, each attack with the halberd, you take like one step forward, and if you are alternating them, you move forward a little bit faster.
Okay. Yeah, so you just like approach slowly. Okay.
Really silly.
So I got the Eternum.
Oh, here we go.
Time to play Crash Bandicoot. Ouch.
Yeah. So BFG.
It's a BFG.
Ammo for it. Yeah. Yeah, and when you power it up in soul mode, just think back to how the Celestial Claw goes from firing planets to firing stars.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just.
No, I got you.
Just another thing to keep in mind.
Maybe something useful to keep track of.
Yeah. This game wants you to have fun.
Yeah.
Anyway, I've just been rambling.
Hey, dude, it's all good. I'm like trying to focus now. I wouldn't know what to talk about if I had a topic. Like I need a topic first.
I need something to.
I need something to ramble about. Like last night was last night we started talking about dolphins. We started talking about because I was trying to remember something. Somebody mentioned about like dolphins just apparently being just horny creatures.
Yeah.
That was just like the general consensus that we were talking about.
Dolphins are like aggressively horny.
Yeah, and so we started talking about that, and then I was like, wait a minute. And I was looking it up because I was like, I remember something about like dolphins apparently being hornier around humans. That's not the case. I looked up, there was a case study, and it was a case study about ostriches, not dolphins, where ostriches, apparently humans just like act as an aphrodisiac to ostriches. Somehow, like it was a full-on research paper, like an academic research paper that I found about ostrich farming. It was relevant to ostrich farming, and like it just took me a minute to really like think about it, and I was like, you know, this is an okay paper. This makes sense. That's about all I could say about it. Like I was like, this works, I guess. This. I guess. Like, I didn't know what else to say. And so that was just kind of like the conversation for the night.
I don't know what else to say either.
Sometimes you just say shit and it happens, you know?
So there's a platform that you, at least on my end, there's a platform that you walked by like 4 times that is an elevator.
Yeah, no, I knew it was an elevator. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't missing anything else.
You were just exploring other things before you go up there.
Yeah.
That's fair. Again, I'm on a big delay, so.
Yeah, you're fine.
But so people make ostriches horny.
Yeah, so like ostriches are like more prone to like trying to mate if they're like consistently around the presence of humans It's really bizarre.
So does that mean that people make ostriches horny, or that people are so horny that some of that horniness?
I mean, like, the general, like, effect is the same regardless. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I'm just wondering, like, specifically, what's the actual reasoning behind that?
I couldn't tell you, honestly.
Not that it matters.
No, but, like, there is some thought that can go into this, and it's probably thought to be better placed elsewhere.
Oh, absolutely.
I have 10 health.
Huh. Oh yeah, those the not cacodemons. The not cacodemons projectiles will fuck you up if they catch you sleeping.
That's the thing. They're just like, I don't know how to avoid them.
They
like consistently.
Yeah, they don't. So in the original Quake, you're gonna love this. In the original Quake, there are enemies called Vores.
Good. Good name.
Vore. Yeah.
Of course.
And
I wouldn't have it any other way.
And they fucking suck because
I would think that they eat, but yeah, go on.
well, they're these weird, just like a lot of the other enemies in Quake. They're these weird, like, kind of fleshy abomination things.
Sure.
They have like 4 pointy spider legs, and
No.
and they shoot these, and they make this terrible shrieking noise, and they shoot these explosives that track you. So
Oh, that's sick.
well, like the way those not cacodemons, whatever they're called in this game.
Yeah.
Those projectiles track you. It's
Uh-huh.
like that, but it's like, so take those projectiles, slow them down like 50%, but it's like, it's impossible. You cannot dodge them. You need to have a long hallway with a corner that you can turn to.
I gotcha.
And if you're not
Yeah.
careful,
They'll still get you.
yeah. Oh, you just created a black hole.
I did. I saw that. It was kind of fun. I now have my degree in nuclear physics.
FYI, just so you know, if you walk into the black hole, it insta kills you.
Good. That's what I was wondering about. That's why I sat there staring at it for a second.
Yeah, you were I could see you contemplating doing
I was contemplating doing this stupid thing.
Yeah, so the decision you made of not to do that is you
Down we
probably
go.
decided, no, that'll probably kill me because it will. Fucks you up.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, after this, I'm taking a break.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I should probably have other things I do need to get to.
Hey, it's all good. I'll probably swap over to some One Step from Eden or something. Oh, you know what I'll do? I need to fucking play through Paper Mario. So, that's another story.
Yeah.
You weren't around for it, but I was playing through Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door with Luke.
Yeah.
And it was going fine, and we got this glitch called it's just called like Flavio Adventures or something, and basically you sequence break the game, and when you sequence break it in a specific way, you get to hold on, I'm gonna focus on this for a second and I'll explain it.
Oh yeah, the obese Metroid.
Yeah, he kind of annoying.
So just a tip for this guy, those little dudes that he spits out.
I know.
You can catch a horde of them with splash damage, and they drop souls to the soul mode.
Yeah, I figured it out. I'm getting there.
Yeah.
There we go.
I'm again 2 minutes behind.
Right.
Yeah, no, this guy's a bit of a pain. Oh, and actually, let me tell you right now, if you keep playing it and you get to, if you do decide to keep playing this game, the boss of World 3 is like this, called like the Solar Guardian or something.
Okay.
It has one attack. I don't want to give too much away because I'm figuring it out as part of the plot. It
Yeah.
has one attack that, yes, you can avoid it. I promise you can avoid all of the damage.
Okay.
It's all about the sound.
Okay. Okay.
It's about the sound cues and figuring out what movement pattern you need to do to avoid it. You can avoid this. You can avoid that attack and not take any damage. I promise you.
We did it.
Putting that out there.
Low and slow, kids. Low and slow. But yeah, no, that was fun. That was a good time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a fun game.
This game is actually really fun. I'm genuinely enjoying it. I'm gonna take a quick break, but like we can explain this beforehand. So Luke and I were playing through Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door, and we got this glitch called Flavio glitch, which is a you can find it on you can find the clip in the Twitch channel, I'm sure.
Okay.
It's basically the way that what we're doing is we sequence broke the game in such a way that like we triggered a event that caused a dude named Flavio to follow the party. He doesn't do anything, he just follows the party for a small amount of time. We then sequence broke the game so that Flavio followed the party forever. And he ends up in
As a follower?
yeah, he doesn't do anything, he just follows you around, but he's just there.
Uh-huh.
And so I'm gonna swap over to face cam for a sec. So we beat Flavio, or we got Flavio, we beat Flavio, we probably beat Flavio, let's be real. We got Flavio, and then we sequence break the game to get into the next chapter. And that bypasses the event that gets rid of Flavio from your party, so you just have him forever. But unfortunately, when you beat Chapter 5, and I didn't know this, apparently there's another trigger that gets rid of Flavio for some reason. So Luke and I didn't know about that. We beat Chapter 5, and then we realized that Flavio wasn't there, and we were like, oh no, because you can't back up your saves in that game. And it's Paper Mario, so like, it's a JRPG. It takes forever. So we were really sad. It's a long game. So we beat Keelhaul Key, and then had to, and then we were like, oh no. So we did Chapter 6 last night, because we had to do something for stream. I wasn't just going to run through Chapter 5. I wasn't going to start running through the entire game again on stream for no good reason. And so I just went, alright, what are we going to do? And, what we decided on was, I'm gonna run through the entire game again up to Chapter 5, get Flavio, sequence break into Chapter 6, and then go to the end of Chapter 6, because that's where we are now. Because the thing is, Flavio makes the entire game more interesting, because not only does he show up during the actual gameplay, he spawns in every cutscene because he's a party follower. And because he's not coded to spawn in any particular spots, sometimes he spawns in some really weird spots. Particularly, there's one at the end of the game, and I'll send you a video. Particularly, there's one at the end of the game where he spawns in a spot where he definitely shouldn't be able to survive, let alone just, like, should be there in the first place. Strider, you're probably who you're talking about. Strider. Strider's sick. If I had Strider 7X, by the way, if anybody's interested, please go look him up on YouTube. Solid dude. Great channel. He recently. You mean Paper Mario 64, but yeah, same. You said Super Mario 64. No, Paper Mario 64, I don't own an N64, so I can't. I've never owned an N64. So I can't really say anything. But, it's genuinely just, like, funny. Like, the spaces that he shows up in. And also watching Strider, did you see the video that he put out that was like, you need, like, over 12 hours to set up this glitch? Like, it was a badge duplication glitch or something. And it took him, like, 12 hours to set up, and he got like 3 other YouTubers to help him voice the video. It's like a 40-minute video for the setup for the glitch. It was so bizarre. I was like, what are you... Why? Yeah, no, it was really funny. But like, shout out to Strider. I'm debating what I want to do. I could play some One Step from Eden again, like last night, because I am just genuinely enjoying that game again. It got updated recently. It's, you know Mega Man Battle Network? You know the general idea for how the game works? Okay, speed that up by about, like, 5 times. That's One Step from Eden. It's really fun. It's genuine. Okay, I will say it's almost impossible to process everything that's going on screen for the first like 2 weeks you play the game. Probably you will eventually learn how to, but a lot of the time it just comes down to I can ignore this information because I made my deck in such a way that I don't have to think about what I'm hitting. Yeah, yeah. I'll pull it up if you want to keep watching stream by all means. But if you want to hop off a call, that's fine as well. I can just swap over to another like. All right. Yeah, I got you, man. I'll yeah, I've played this game. I've played this game 44 hours. A game that I've gotten all the. I'm working on getting all the gold medals in Red out right now. I have every achievement in that game already, so this gets me nothing. I just want to do it because I like the game. I have 55 hours in it. You know, that's an option as well. We could play some Red out. I'm gonna swap over to just talking for a minute though. But yeah, I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go get lunch, and then we'll come back and do some just chatting for a minute and figure out what game to play. Cool. So for anybody watching, I'm gonna go ahead and say we'll take about a 5-minute break. I'm gonna go get some lunch. We'll come back. We'll start talking. We'll eat some food, chill for a minute, and then and also during the break, we're gonna get a. I'm gonna have a 2-minute ad break for anybody who is not subscribed. Everybody who is subscribed should not see the ads. I think. Hopefully, I don't know. I don't know, man. This is all new to me. I don't know how this works. Even though I've been doing it for like 3 months, it's all new to me. But alright, so like I said, be right back. Catch y'all in a minute. All right, we're back. Howdy, everybody. I have some food. Have a list of games to play that I'm gonna figure out a good way to put up here. Welcome back. I just got back myself. I got food. I'm gonna open up a text document. You know what? Nah. So like, I'm thinking on what I want to do here. I could either do One Step from Eden. You go play some more Medieval. That was fun. I was enjoying myself. Might come back to that like next week though. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, go ahead. We can set that up.
You want to see some Dusk?
Yeah, I'm down to see some Dusk. Let's see it.
Let's play some Dusk. Because this game is another one from New Blood. Oh my god, my Steam library is a fucking mess.
Me too, man. Me too. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna sit back and eat some food while you're looking through stuff.
So this is another New Blood game. This was made by so Medieval was from Indefatigable, published by New Blood. This was published by New Blood, made by a guy named David Szymanski.
Okay.
As you can see, the way it starts up is this fake DOS 6.66.
Good. This is good.
Loading tunes. So this is an important part. The soundtrack is made by the same person who did the soundtrack for Medieval, and
Okay.
one of the same dudes who did the soundtrack for Eternal: The Ancient Gods Part 1.
Okay.
One of the two composers for that, Andrew Hulshult. This man his work is everywhere, especially when it comes to boomer shooters. He's all over the place. Does incredible work.
All right.
The soundtrack for this game, just listen to this for a minute.
Let me turn it up. I don't hear anything. I'm at max volume.
Well, that's.
Are you sharing screen or sharing application? Maybe if you share
sharing screen.
Yeah, sharing screen doesn't give you volume. Which means this is probably going to be pretty loud.
Not giving me the option to share Dusk.
You should be able to add it in your Discord.
Okay,
if
how
you
do
go
I do
into,
that?
I think, settings, game activity, settings, game activity, and then you can, like, in that section up top, there's a little hyperlink that says add it.
Oh, add it.
And then you should be able to add whatever things are open, I think. And then stream that.
All right, let's try this. Nope.
That's bizarre.
All right. Sound may not be available. Oh, there we go. I see. Well, you know what? That's fine. That's fine. Don't worry about it.
We can roll with it.
I'm gonna show you the endless mode for this game.
Okay.
And we're gonna do this on. There's a couple different skill levels. Oh, my game froze. Oh, there we go. So accessible. So one thing that's cool about Dusk is literally anybody can play this game. On accessible, you can enemies do like no damage to you. Their projectiles move super slowly. Like you can see everything coming a mile away. It's
Okay.
baby's first difficulty level. You could give this to a 5-year-old and they'd be able to play this game.
Mm-hmm.
They'd get to like, chapter 2 and they'd be,
Terrified.
scared out of their mind. But you get the idea. Go easy is simple. I can take it is a little more challenging, especially for someone like me who's bad at video games.
Duskmare, you die in one hit.
Okay.
And everything moves super fast. Setomia, though, is what I've been playing on recent for the most part. It's very difficult, but it's very fun, especially for the endless mode.
Okay.
And so here, let me show you one of the fun parts about this game. There's a pistol, 2 pistols,
Alright.
shotgun, 2 shotguns. These fuckers.
Sick.
Let me just do this real quick. Oh, and so the y-axis is unlocked, so I can do flips.
Oh, that's great. I love doing flips. I love when games let you do that.
You can do flips. Oh, and strafe hopping makes you move at Mach 3.
Of course it does. It's just TF2. Or no, not TF2. Fucking source any source engine. Yeehaw.
With fucking dual wielding lever action shotguns hopping around at the speed of sound.
Perfect.
But so this game on higher difficult, like, or once you get to like later waves, this game basically becomes a bullet hell.
Good.
Oh, this is a cool power up. The Serum of Blister. Oh no, that's the Fast Fire Totem.
Hey, close enough, yeah. That works. I like how it shows damage numbers.
Yeah. Maybe super shotgun.
Good stuff.
How are you alive? What? There we go.
There we go.
Those dudes explode when you kill them. Here's my explosive weapons. You get a grenade launcher, which
Bye, buddy. You just coming with, I guess.
yeah. And then there's this is the rocket launcher. This is the most powerful weapon. And the reason is not because it fires rockets, but because it fires rockets and it has... Let me just show you the rate of fire on it.
I see.
This game is, this is another... Just like I said in Medieval, they wanted the player to have fun, right?
Right, right. This is a fun game.
Oh, that's right. This happens in this level.
The
I
tornado
shouldn't
is
touch that.
coming.
I'm not gonna touch that. Ooh, this is a cool thing.
Oh, you can pick stuff up. That's nice.
Cool. So that won the wave for me, and I'm gonna pick up this. Have you played Super Hot?
Yeah. Is this just super hot now?
This is a power up that makes it super hot. Oh my god, what the fuck? Oh, that's the mouse shake from the tornado is what's doing that.
Hmm.
Okay. And so I can just like freeze up here and look around. Oh, there you are.
That seems extremely good.
It is.
The ability to pause during anything that's remotely, like, fast like that is
Like
so nice.
semi-pause, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, oops.
Oh,
This game teleports you back, occasionally making you do a flip.
good.
Which is fun.
The game's just like, you're fine, dude. Get back in there.
Oh, I can't hit anything. Jesus. It's a good thing I'm not playing Siege right now. This is
Yeah.
a CP096 looking motherfucker.
Yeah, I don't even know what that is.
It's called the Horror, and in this game...
Aptly
Cart
named.
Dog. That's Cart Dog.
I like Cart Dog. Oh,
The Fast Fire Totem makes the assault rifle my favorite weapon in the game.
I can't even see, like, hit scans. I'm just, like, seeing the muzzle flash.
You just see when you have the Fast Fire Totem activated, you just get muzzle flash.
God.
Those guys are infighting, so I'm...
You're gonna die, I guess.
Alright,
That was...
endless mode.
That's interesting,
I
yeah.
didn't mean to close
You quit the game?
I didn't mean to close the game.
Alright, hold on. Let me stop, showing your stuff. I'd rather show my stuff. Because it's just a screen share. Like, I'm sharing you sharing your screen.
Alright. I'm back on Dusk. The loading screen's up again.
All right.
About that. I was trying to quit to the menu, but yeah, Dusk is an incredible game.
Mm-hmm.
That was just the endless mode. There's also a multiplayer, like a really, really good deathmatch, and the movement in this game is so good. The levels are. It's New Blood puts out amazing games,
Okay.
and New Blood just puts out such good games, and Dusk is one of them. Dusk and Medieval are both up there.
What was that tweet that David Szymanski put out a while back? It just said "Shumped gun."
Oh,
Wasn't that in response? That was in response to that dude flipping out about shotguns and competitive shooters, right?
yes. Partially.
I fucking love that
Oh.
tweet.
It was a mix of that and also the the um the people have been so in one of the big important things in any boomer shooter is the shotgun is like your workhorse weapon, right?
Right, right.
As this was established in Doom, in Quake, id Software made the video game shotgun what it is, really.
Mm-hmm.
And where's that secret? They made the video game shotgun what it is, and then Doom 3 came out, and the shotgun is kind of ass.
Right, I've heard.
And so there's that's another thing. If you're moving and you press the crouch button, you slide.
Oh.
So between strafe hopping, crouch sliding, doing flips, it's the movement in this game is wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's the secret.
Dude, I'm always a sucker for good movement in games. Just any game. If it's fun to play, it probably has good movement.
Yes.
You found a secret. It's a fucking bull.
Those guys are called Black Phillips.
Makes
And on
sense.
this level, they have very little health, but on this difficulty, this is a cool thing.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
You can parry. You can parry bullets with the scythe. That's awesome.
Yes, with the sickles, the melee sickles. You also get a sword later on, which lets you do the same thing.
Nice.
I have never found this secret before. What does this do?
Flick.
But where the fuck was I? What the fuck was I saying? What?
That's where you were.
Yeah, this is where I was.
You flicked a switch.
I did flick a switch. Oh, and there's no reload button, but you spin your guns. When you press it. And you want to know the great thing about it? You know what? Let me try to show you. I have all these saves. I've played. You can tell I like this game.
Hey, you know what? I respect it. I respect it.
Let me show you something.
It deals damage.
Ooh, beer.
Free beer.
Beer gives you health, and if you drink like 3 of them, you get you become intoxicated.
Also good. And a game that has alcohol functions. A good game.
Yes. Oh,
You kind of got stuck on the chair, Chief.
yeah, and I picked it up and tried to hit him with it, and it didn't work. What about this one? Oh, every level has a bar of soap in it. And if you pick up a bar of soap and kill an enemy, and hit an enemy with it, it's a one-shot kill.
Oh god.
That includes bosses.
Excellent.
This game is fun.
Yeah, this seems interesting. I like it.
It's really good.
This definitely still fits in the category of like boomer shooter,
Oh, very much so.
but it's like it feels different. There's a little bit of a difference than from like what you would normally think of when you see boomer shooter.
It's spooky.
Yeah, it's very spooky. It's the hills have eyes,
Yeah,
but with
but also at the same
Chomped gun.
time,
yeah. At the same time, it's that like it's like all right.
Yeah.
It knows what it is. It knows what it is.
And it balances itself really well. Ooh, soap. There's the soap. This is the most powerful weapon in the game, and I'm not even joking.
Good. Eh. They just explode.
No more.
Oh, I thought it'd be a one-time use item. That's way funnier.
No, you can pick it up again. It's just it's physics based, so it's a little wonky.
Right, it's wonky. Yeah, it's wonky. It's kind of hard to
Wonky,
aim.
and it's not like you can just pick up the soap and it destroys the destroys the
Right.
game's
It's
balance.
not like a hit
Like,
scan. It's not like a
if you
hit scan
wanted
weapon
to-
or something.
And if you wanted to if you wanted to use the storage jam, but it looks rotten, so you can just shoot it.
It looks Robbie rotten.
You can sleep to gain health. You can pick up like viscera from corpses, put it on a campfire, and then eat it.
All right, that's a little creepy but valid.
That's this
That's all.
game.
That's all I'm gonna say about that. The game's creepy.
Oh.
What do you mean I gotta shoot it?
What do you mean I have to open this one?
Why can't I just shoot it? Come on. Uh huh.
Oh, I was just backtracking through. This is where you're intended to go.
Hmm.
This is the intended level progression, which I ignored by going through secrets. I can sleep
Sleep.
on this bed. You can only sleep on a bed once.
Yeah, but you can sleep on multiple beds.
Technically, I think I was supposed to open that chest, but a gun works too.
All right. Let me see here.
But yeah,
No, this looks sick.
this game is sick. It's really good.
I'm trying to figure out what I want to do because, like, I think the options are like I could play some One Step from Eden again, which I enjoy, and I'll probably do that for like a couple hours.
Okay.
Or I can start on the Paper Mario crap because I gotta redo the whole game. I could just. I'm trying to figure out how quickly I can get through Paper Mario, like up to Chapter 5. Because, like, I only have to beat Chapter 4, really, and then I can just go do whatever. The problem is our progression's going to be a little bit messy because we, like, level ups and all that. You play the game. But I think I can manage it. The problem would be I'd have to go set up the GameCube, so it'd be another, like, break.
I got you.
So, I think we'll do some One Step from Eden for like a couple hours, and then I'll just start grinding Paper Mario off stream. Maybe I'll like record it and throw it up on the YouTube channel. I don't know.
All right.
I've been pinged a lot. What the hell just happened? What half happened? Oh, Queen Rowlett's live with some Pokemon Platinum. Good times. Oh, or I could play Pokemon Platinum. I have a Pokemon Platinum ROM hack.
Oh yeah, you were playing a ROM hack, weren't you?
Yeah, I wanted to play the ROM hack. Yeah, I was gonna play Pokemon Renegade Platinum, which is a ROM hack of Pokemon Platinum. Basically, it just like it lets you access pretty much every Pokemon up to Gen 4, like before the Elite Four.
Yeah.
The AI gets really hard,
Uh-huh.
like weirdly really hard. Like the normal trainers use the old Gym Boss AI,
Oh god.
and then like gym trainers and Elite Four trainers are just like on a whole other level of Galaxy Brain plays sometimes. It's really funny.
Like makes you wonder if they're reading your inputs kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I figured
So-
I'm just mindlessly playing Dusk to like so that there's something on screen while you're getting set up, but let me know when
Yeah.
it's,
Yeah, I appreciate it. I'm gonna
this
I'm
is
gonna finish
just,
eating.
background gameplay, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, One Step from Eden shouldn't take that much time to set up. I can You know what? I'll put no, I'll hang out for a minute and finish eating, and then I'll throw up BRB and swap over to one step from Eden. It will not take long to swap over.
All right. Ah, the fucking rats.
Dope.
Oh, I think if I put things on a toilet and flush. Yes, that's another fun thing.
Does it clog it?
I play. Look, no, I place a book on the toilet and flush it. I take a roll of toilet paper.
I wholeheartedly believe, after looking at like David Szymanski's Twitter for a while, I wholeheartedly believe that he spent like a solid 3 days coding that and doing for no good reason and testing it and putting it in like every level.
Well, it's like they say, Dusk is an immersive sim.
It is.
It's not an FPS, it's an immersive sim.
What's the simulation of? Who the fuck knows?
Creepy Deliverance Town.
Pretty much. A bag of gems plus 10 morale.
Yeah, that's the quote unquote backstory for this game is that you are Dusk Dude, you're a treasure hunter, and you come to this town in search of precious metals, gems.
Oh, you know what I watched this? I did watch a little bit of AGDQ.
Yeah.
I will say watching Darksiders speedruns is one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Because Darksiders 1, there's a glitch that's called like gun dashing, where once you get the gun, you can like, it feels like you're doing the diagonal dashes in this, or the diagonal jumps in this game. It kind of feels like that. Yeah, yeah, it's like a strafe hopping where like you aim with the gun in one direction and then or you aim the gun like at a 90-degree angle from where you're pointing.
Yeah.
And then just like shoot and jump, and if you do it like frame perfectly,
This man did a flip. Sorry.
you're good. If you do it like frame perfectly, the game just like gives you a ton of speed for no reason, and you can just keep jumping frame perfectly and maintain the momentum. And so you just see this dude, it's like, we don't want to actually use the horse because the horse is slow, because apparently gun dashing is faster than the horse.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, what is happening? You can also use the
Like that.
You can also use the gun to just like infinitely jump. It feels like you're watching like a Sonic Rise of Lyric speedrun too. Or not even the Rise of Lyric speedruns. They don't even use the Knuckles jump strap because I figured out something even more broken with Sonic.
Oh God.
With Sonic, you can literally just pause the game. If you pause the game the like second after you do a run, or like a second after you do a spin dash, the game just like flips out because I think it sets your acceleration really, really high, like permanently.
Uh-huh.
Because the way it's doing it is probably setting your acceleration high. It's like it's setting your acceleration high like momentarily so that you can get the speed. But like if you pause the game within like a frame or two after that, it just sets it that high permanently. And then you just like yeet yourself off the map basically. It's one of the stupidest looking things I've ever seen. You literally just spin dash, pause the game, let go, and then jump, and Sonic just goes airborne. He just leaps over like 90% of the map.
Oh, you love to see it.
Uh-huh. Like you can look back and see the map.
That's so perfect.
Oh, another really good game that I found recently. This one's actually an itch.io game, which I know, itch.io games, they don't have a great reputation, but like,
Well,
some don't.
I would
There's-
you go into itch.io and you can find such titles as Mr. Krabs overdoses on ketamine and dies.
You can't anymore. It got taken
Oh,
down.
they took it down? It got taken down. Why?
Probably copyright, cease and desist stuff.
It probably got C&D'd, you're right.
Yeah, I didn't look into it, I just heard somebody start talking about it.
Yeah.
But
So,
no, it
I got a rocket launch. I got the Riveter in a secret, so now I'm unstoppable.
congrats. But you it's called I forget the full name, but if you look up Zera, Zera, you'll find it. It's a the old like really early 3D platformer stuff like Spyro and Crash and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's one of those. It's based off of one of those. The graphics are super similar to them.
Uh-huh.
And it's just like it's really interesting to see because like it's hard to make, like, even down to like the PS1's like texture warping when you mess with the camera, like textures at different distances. Like they managed to emulate that pretty well. It was
This game
really,
does that as well.
it's so cool to
Does that
see.
as well.
Feel.
Yeah.
Look, feel.
Here, I'm gonna turn the music volume down just because it's Andrew Holschult. I love your soundtrack. I love what you did, but I'm in a Discord call.
Yeah, yeah.
But
like Zera's really sick.
yeah, no, this that's actually. I'm glad you brought that up. There's one funny thing. Settings. If I go into look, you can change. It's very customizable. You can change the color palette. Dusk Noir is just black and white. You can
That's awesome, actually.
well, but then there's also advanced display settings, low spec so pixelization. I can turn it to Game Boy Color.
Good. Oh, that's awesome. That's so cool. And
it is like it's a Game Boy Advance game.
well, that's the thing, because most games have those sorts of sliders now. That's a it's a
So much harder.
it's just a downscaling slider, as opposed to like, because most games you'll have like, yeah, you can upscale the graphics if your graphics card is good enough. That way you can get a better like resolution on the picture, even though you can get a better internal resolution. Your screen obviously still outputs like a 1080p, but like this is the opposite of that, where like you can make the game look really pixelated. And like the only other game I've seen do this sort of thing was like Monster Hunter World, and that's mostly because that game runs like crap. And I've had to do that.
Retro palettes. You can turn off lighting and stuff. Like
That's so
you
cool.
can really. Oh wait, let me. Color palette. Put it back to what it was. There we go. But yeah, like you can really fuck around with the settings and have a lot of fun with it.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's so cool.
Isn't it?
I
Thanks,
love
David.
when. Thank you, David.
One of the three. Thanks, David Szymanski.
Yes. And my name in a Discord for a while was just Thanks, David.
Thanks, David.
Because I kept saying stupid shit, and people kept saying Thanks, David as the response. So I was just like, all right, we can make that my name for a little bit. But yeah, let me go get set up. Let me clean up, and I'll go get set up with some One Step from Eden.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like I'm just gonna like put everything in and be right back. No, it looks fine. But I'm gonna put everything on BRB real quick, so you don't gotta worry about keeping things on stream.
Oh, okay.
Alright, I'm back. I just gotta take care of a couple things here. One Step from Eden. Update information. Pop those back in really quick. Alright. I'm gonna send out another round of, hey, heads up, I'm streaming. Yeah. There we are. Let me throw that in. I'm just gonna pop that there. Promo. There's like 6 different channels that I promo in. That's just how it is. Promo time. Something up on Twitter. This is how it goes, by the way. If you're ever wondering, I'm in like 6 different Discord servers I advertise regularly, and I also missed one. Shout out to, I don't know what she goes by on Instagram, actually. What the hell does she actually go by? Sherry Koznowski, Sherry Berry, is her tag on Twitter. Or Sherry Berry LOL. That's, I think Sherry Koznowski is her Instagram. Good friend of mine, chill person. For anybody who's interested, she is an Instagram model. Relatively successful one at that. Alright, let me get my controller out. Pop open One Step from Eden. Oops. Ah, that's loud. 1 second.
Actually, I'll just stand up for a minute. I'll be right back.
You all will be able to hear that through stream. Let me, shit, hold on a second. I'm gonna very quickly mess with something here. Output device. Properties. Okay, nothing should be using that channel, so now we should just be able to do this. James, can I get a noise of confirmation? They appear to be not here, or I can't hear them, one of the two. This is a bit loud, though. Well, actually, no, because we got the audio ducking on, so that's fine. I'll just drop it on here. Alright. Properties. One Step from Eden. And there we are. Alright.
I have an angry cat.
You, I can hear you. I flipped around some settings, so, testing. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear
Your what?
my angry cat?
No, not quite. That's right, I forgot you got a cat.
Okay, I'll put you down. Let go of the cable. She wrapped her tail around my head.
Of course. Alright, so let me add another compressor on here. I'm learning how sidechain works. I'm learning how sidechaining works.
In real time.
No, I already know how to do it, I just gotta fix it now.
Oh, okay.
I did do it in real time the other stream, but no, not right now.
Not this time.
Okay. So let me move the mic a little bit closer because I can afford to do that now. Alright. I think that's it. I think that's everything. Finally. So one thing, I could activate the streaming options, which would just let everybody pick what things I get throughout the run.
Oh.
It's really
So
goofy.
is this like a roguelite?
It is a roguelite.
Okay.
They took Mega Man Battle Network, turned it into a roguelite, and then put it on like crack cocaine.
Okay. Okay.
So I guess we'll start off with Saffron again for a good explanation. Last Saffron run ended up going pretty well. Alright. So, it's Mega Man Battle Network. The same sort of setup. You've got a deck of cards, your spells are randomly chosen from that deck of cards, and you get to pick 2 of them and use them.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn the in-game volume down, cause ow. I love this game's music so much, but like, I can't hear you, man. Alright.
Let me turn the Oh, wow. Ooh, that is a nice soundtrack.
This game's soundtrack is phenomenal.
That's very pleasant. I'm loving that. Wow, this is very nice soundtrack.
Yeah, no, this game's soundtrack is so good.
Wow, you weren't kidding.
Yeah.
It's Battle Network, but like 1,000 times faster.
Yep. Okay, so we got a Trinity artifact, so in that case, I'm gonna very quietly try and go towards Convergence, but I don't know if that's gonna work. Trinity is, there's certain spells whenever you cast them, they give you like 1 like stack of Trinity. When you have 3 stacks of Trinity and you cast a spell, it will give certain spells extra effects. Alright, so, I think Kebab's probably not worth it. 10 damage to all enemies when you get hit. I mean, I can actually take some damage on this build. Or on this kit. I'm gonna take the mana gem, though. I will eat the damage there so I can get the artifact. Apply fragile when frost damage is dealt. That would have been nice on Violet. Not on this.
This is reminding me that I need to play 40k Mechanicus. I actually need to sit down and play that game. Because I got it when it was on sale last.
Whenever that was.
Yeah.
I don't remember when that was.
It's an RTS, but not an RTS. It's like a turn-based strategy, but also kind of an RTS.
Okay.
But, also kind of a roguelite. It's
It's a lot of things all at once.
it's a lot of things, and it takes the atmosphere of 40K and it absolutely like perfectly nails it.
Okay.
And the sound design is incredible. Visually, it's a little
Eh.
it doesn't always hold up visually in terms of it occasionally looks like an older game.
Okay.
But like the environment, but it's like the environment design and stuff, and like the character design is so perfectly 40K.
Okay.
And they nailed the aspect of how the Adeptus Mechanicus are just fucking nerds.
Right.
Like,
So
That's
you
great.
see this like statue thing.
yeah,
It's,
do you have to protect that or?
No, so like these this is Trinity stack. This is basically what Trinity stacks do. Whenever you move, this thing gains a Trinity stack.
Okay.
And when it hits 3, it casts something. In this case, it's just a big ass beam. I kind of don't want to take blue bullets here. I don't have enough mana to make it useful. Yeah, we'll leave that for the moment.
This is really interesting.
This game is a lot. If you got questions, just like let me know, because there's just a lot going on.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. Roguelite that I really put any time into.
Right.
Like I said, I started playing Mechanicus. I beat sort of the intro level, and it was like, this is how the game is going to be played. And I'm like, cool. I'll come back to that when I finish grinding out the next siege battle pass.
Right, right.
And I just haven't come back to it yet. And again, my brain just like shuts down. But the last roguelite that I really played was FTL.
Okay. I haven't
that
played
was really
FTL, so I
fun.
can't say anything about it.
It's very fun.
Okay.
The fact that you can like kind of pause. It's one of the big features is that like you can pause the game because it all plays out in real time, but you can pause.
I gotcha.
And like while things are paused, you can like you can like reallocate power from different parts of your ship to others and stuff. And like you still maintain control while paused. It's just stuff that plays out in real time still has to play out once you
Right.
unpause, but like little things like that.
Yeah, I gotcha. No, that's interesting. I like that.
It's yeah, good game, good times.
So that was Shiso. Each boss in this game there's 9 potential bosses minus the final boss, of which I think there's 2 different variants. So there's each character that you can play is one of the bosses. The shopkeeper is a boss, potentially. They're like technically optimal or optional. But sometimes
I
they're
like
just
that.
yeah, it's a lot. I'm trying to like figure out where to start.
But that's okay.
So like it's a deck building game first and foremost on like a macro
We
level.
were just talking about Dark Souls. Clearly, I like games that are a bit of a lot.
Yeah, this game is a lot. Let's go here.
Oh, damn it. I just
Huh.
spilled glitter all over myself.
Oh no.
I'm working on, some of my art, some of my little tabletop stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm working on a test piece to try and make, like, treasure, sort of, a test piece for how I want to make a mimic that I'm working on.
I gotcha. Art of the cards is
Totally
nice.
spilled glitter on my table.
Of course. Don't worry, it'll never come out.
Ugh.
But yeah, like this game is really just like Mega Man Battle Network. It's just really fast.
Yeah.
Cause like this is nothing. Fighting
Seriously?
Fighting Shopkeeper is fast. Fighting the final boss is fast. This is like nothing. This game gets obscenely fast. I'm not gonna get this, damn it. All the chests, they'll have like different things that they do. So like some of them will like heal really fast for like large amounts of damage, and you have to do a lot of burst damage to get them down. Some of them will be like trap chests where they'll just like hit you for a ton of damage when you knock them out. But yeah, Saffron's the only one with like a normal weapon like this that doesn't cost anything to use. I can show off my favorite character probably next run.
Sorry, something came up and I had to stand. I'm back.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
I just vanished for a moment.
You're fine. You're fine. So let me see. How many of my spells hit for less than 40 damage? Literally none of them. Power Shard seems good. I'm gonna try and heal up to full here and just like not eat shit the rest of the run.
Sounds like a plan.
Most of the time it's not really that much of an issue, there's just certain bosses that always like get me.
Yeah.
Cause like the bosses scale through the game too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so like it's the same characters, but they'll be like just way stronger later in the game.
I got you. Yeah, I got you.
This guy, if you don't kill him last, then he makes a little like cactus thing that he's gonna regenerate from. The like orange dude.
Prince Lothric.
Yes. Except there's not two of them, it's just one of the dudes.
Yeah.
This is
Except
Terra.
there's not a frail, fragile twin brother for you to murder.
Right, right. This is Terra. Terra's a happy feet boss. You kind of just...
What does that mean?
What do you think it means? Look at the game.
I'm okay. Give it a minute to catch up.
Give it a sec, give it a sec.
Oh, so the orange dude just appeared on screen. And can I just say,
Okay, so why is
I
stream so
absolutely
far
love
delayed?
him.
Holy crap. I'm
absolutely
gonna
love
like
this orange
restart.
guy.
I'm gonna restart stream after this.
Yeah.
This is bizarre. I'll restart stream after this fight.
Okay, orange dude just died.
Okay, so we're gonna get to the boss soon. Give it a second, we'll be at the boss.
Oh, there. Okay, it's starting Terra. Okay, it's the white robes with the
Yeah.
flowy bits. Yeah. So you were saying about this boss? Oh my god.
This is a happy feet boss, and I mean that very
Oh.
literally.
I see.
She'll
have to
break
hit the-
tiles
you
on the
have to-
field. There we go.
Oh wow.
Alright, so I'm gonna restart stream real quick, because why?
Yeah, the delay is pretty big.
It's like over 2 minutes.
It's really long, yeah.